2K right now. Hold up.
No,
Not
I'm not.
committed to the ground.
I'm not playing 2K right now. I turned it off
Mm.
because it's time to talk about the new Kings of the East, man. It's time to talk about who's going to run away with this championship this year. Right now, my head is really between four teams actually. We got Boston, Milwaukee, the Lakers, and the Suns. Who do you think is making it out the West?
Phoenix, probably.
Phoenix. Okay. So we got the Suns, Lakers, Milwaukee Bucks, and then the Boston Celtics. But we're gonna stay on the Eastern side because of all the moves that's happened with Drew Holiday and Dame Lillard and all them guys, right? How you feel about this, bro? And who do you have? Who do you have as the team coming out the East?
Philadelphia. But how I feel about these moves, Dame to the Bucks, I think it's a great move. I think everyone agrees if you put one player next to Giannis, it's Damian Lillard. It just made sense. I said I think he's the best pick and roll player in the league. So, I mean, you put that next to Giannis, who's one of the best finishers in the league. If he can set a hard screen, you don't even need to set a hard screen. Ideally, better screens than what he does set, but it doesn't even need to be a hard screen. Very hard team to defend. And then, I mean, if you get that level of rim protection behind Damian Lillard, he's never had that. He's been dealing with Ennis Freedom, Drew Eubanks, Yusuf Nurkic rim protection. So defensively, it's going to be easier for him. I think it's a perfect fit, realistically. Drew Holiday to Boston. They needed a point guard. They needed someone who could also play elite level defense on the perimeter. Now you don't have to ask Jaylen Brown to guard James Harden. You have Drew Holiday right there. That probably makes life easier for guys like Tatum and Brown offensively. It also makes life easier for Drew Holiday offensively because he's not asked to shot create as much, which is why he's so poor in the playoffs in terms of his scoring efficiency, because he's being asked to initiate offense and create his own shot when that's not his game. So I think that trade makes perfect sense for them. Also, Porzingis, a big who can stretch the floor. He can post up, rim protect. I think he's a great fit for them. Like, these teams have just got so much better that I think the East is very competitive right now. And I feel bad for Denver, man. They don't look like they're going to repeat. It's tough.
Oh no, they're not repeating. They're done.
Yeah,
and
it's tough for them.
Then Jokic fraud allegations is going to be.
Yeah, then we're gonna hear, oh my god, Jokic really couldn't win a ring when the whole league was at its best. He just won a ring where every team wasn't at their best. Oh my god, Jokic really a fraud. He was never the best player in the world.
Exactly, bro. I can't wait for those conversations again. I'm not even gonna lie. Just to see you and oh my god, just to see you and Lo get angry at everybody, it's just gonna be so funny to watch.
It's not even about, like, it's the same thing as well. If the Bucks win, everyone's gonna, like, see, I always knew Giannis was the best player in the world. I never doubted him. The same people who have Jokic number one right now. Like, it's just gonna be annoying to have to listen to people act like they never switched up. I'm just gonna be here like, okay, cool.
Yeah, man. That's why 3 years strong, bro. When the Suns win the chip this year, bro, I'm gonna be one of those guys. I never switched up, man. I was always a believer. Always a believer, man. Go through the grind, man. It's great. You gotta embrace it. When everybody's around you telling you that you're wrong, telling you to hop off the bus. Nah, man. You stay through that bus. You ride through the fire. You go through the grind, man. You go through the criticism. And then you reap the benefits when you make it at the end. You feel me? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. It's so good. It's so good. And that's my issue with Lo. He don't do that. Lo's the type of friend. Lo's the type of person. He's going to get on one bus. Once he sees that, everyone's criticizing that one bus, he's going to just hop on to the next one. Sad. And then when that one's burning down a little bit, he's going to hop on to the next one. When all you got to do is just change a tire real quick, and then you probably, going to be fine. But nah, not him. He just got to go to the next one and the next one and the next one. That's why, it's just, I can't respect that, man. It's just, that's so disrespectful to me. It's so disrespectful. But let's get this. That's why he has a lot of followers and minions, because he just hops on to what's popular belief in the moment. Sad.
That's what you do as a content creator, right?
As a content creator, yeah.
It's the life.
Oh yeah. You got to shift with the crowd, and then everyone will think you're cooking. So sad.
Speaking of content creation, I saw you playing Among Us yesterday in 2023. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was playing Among Us. Somebody hit me up to play. I was like, oh, might as well stream it. Why not?
Among Us is so cooked, man. 2K's out and you're playing Among Us. Crazy.
I'm playing 2K too. What's it called? Mars, I've called them the Mars riders because all they do is just like riding, you know what? And it's so bad. I was in the comments after the show yesterday, and this one dude, let me see if I can find it. Wait.
It's Takwe Why. I saw the comment interaction. I read it.
No, there was another one. It's not even him. I don't even know what I forgot what Takwe said. It wasn't even him. Wait. Let me see. It was Dominique Balou? I guess I'm pronouncing this wrong.
Dominique right? Balou. Shout out to Dominique, man.
So remember that argument we had about shooting and everything, and then we got into it? Remember that? And that's another thing that doesn't make sense to me. Remember the shooting arguments? So he's like, oh, you're dumb. If you created
how
a different
shooting's just 3-point shoots. Oh, yeah, I remember this interaction. And I said if Mars said that someone became better at shooting, does that mean that they became better at all aspects of shooting, or could they have just got better at 3-point mid-range shooting? I read the comment thread. I know what comments you're talking about. I read that one as well.
I don't know if you read one. I'm just letting you know. We had that conversation a few weeks ago, and then we got into it because you're so obsessed with definitions of words, but then for superstar, you just like changing that definition. But for shooting, you want to go by that definition. But see, neither here or there, right?
I think I used the definition of superstar.
No, because you only think there's only 2 superstars.
That doesn't mean I don't use the definition of superstar.
No, you change it to only include international when superstar doesn't have to be internationally known. If you're any type of high profile person and successful in the sport, you're a superstar. If you have millions of
followers, an extremely famous and successful performer or sports player. I guess maybe the disagreement is how we weigh extreme fame.
If you have
that doesn't mean I'm not using the definition.
If you have millions and millions of followers and millions of people know you, that's extreme. That's not normal, Mars. That's extreme.
And that's how I said. That doesn't mean I'm not using the definition. That means we disagree on what extremely famous is.
Look up the word extremely.
Sure. Okay.
Since we're doing this, we're going to be petty today.
Sure. Extreme definition. Reaching a high or the highest degree.
Reaching a high or the highest degree, right?
Yep.
It's not and, it's or. So you don't think that millions of people knowing somebody is a high degree?
When there's billions of people on the planet? Not really.
Shut up, Mars. That's so dense. It's so dense. If you have millions of people, if you have millions and millions,
that doesn't mean I'm not using the definition. That means we just disagree about what extreme levels of fame is.
No, you're not. You're dumb for thinking that because you're trying to create extreme. The same way you talk about shooting, we could just see tit for tat.
I mean, anyway, that's fine. Sure, okay.
But anyway, so he said, yeah, Dub. Literally a few weeks ago on Open Gym, you randomly attacked Mars personally, calling him a bum and a bot. Well, I don't think I ever called you a bum. I just said you don't go outside. Who just stay inside all day and don't have any life experience because he disagreed with a basketball take. Since that day, you've been very short-tempered, come off as a great aggravated about most things Mars say. The funny thing about that, and then I responded, I was like, bro, I said, are you kidding me? I said, this man Mars literally called me dumb. I said, the kid literally called me dumb, and I responded by saying the very thing that Mars says that he is. I said, how is that in any way, shape, or form personally attacking him? It just doesn't make sense. So the Mars riders are OD. It's crazy. And they allow you to just be disrespecting people and just act as if you don't be doing stuff. And it blows my mind. It really does blow my mind. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all gotta get rid of that bot mentality, man. It's sad. It's a sad mentality to have, bro.
Salute. Yeah, salute everybody. Nah, Dub, I just saw what you and Mars are going at. I just saw that as like superstar definition, the super team definition. It's just like you can agree on the definition, but you have different emphasis on the part of the definition. That's it.
You said what?
No, I'm
We're using
saying
the same
it's
definition, but we emphasize different parts of the definition to end up getting to a different conclusion about what
yeah.
extreme.
It's like similar to what like the definition of a super team. Like no one can 100% agree on the definition of super team, but you get the understanding that it's a great team. So what people really doing, they're comparing the greatness of those teams, and that's when they determine what's
a super
indicative of
team.
a super team.
A super team is not in the dictionary. Super team is a fabricated term created through basketball discourse. So super team is not really something that.
That's Dub. That's most words. Dub. That's most words. Like
Yeah, but extremely is something. It's just to a very great degree. It's simple. It's not nothing else to
no,
look
and,
at.
and and that's what I'm saying. Like when you ask Mars, when you ask,
Derrick Rose, like Derrick Rose, James Harden, these guys, they are still superstars.
To
you know
you.
what I'm saying? Just like I'm saying to you, like for you, because
No,
you compare extreme.
it's not to me. It's a fact. It's a
No,
blatant
no,
fact.
no. For you, like because you expect you compare the extreme to like the average person. Well, you don't know what is comparison that extreme
To
that
me,
Mars is
yeah,
comparing
to
it
me,
to.
you're extremely famous if you could go to India and be recognized by everyone. You're extremely famous if you go to Taiwan and be recognized by everyone. You can go to Timbuktu and be recognized by everyone. Derrick Rose might be USA famous. I guarantee if he goes to India, he's not as famous as Steph Curry. He might get recognized. He's not getting recognized
And
by
again,
everyone.
bring in
That's how I value extreme fame. That's
and
what to
again,
me is
D
extreme.
Rose,
Michael Jackson,
very
extreme
famous
fame.
in China.
and-
though.
Beyonce, extreme fame. Taylor Swift, extreme fame. That's
And it-
extreme fame to me.
And again,
That's why we're
I'm
on
telling
different
you, if you have an extreme fame, it doesn't matter. If you have millions and millions and millions of people that know you, that follow you, that know you for your craft, you're a superstar. That's extreme. Nobody has that. Nobody has that going for them. You're in the top.
Can we
You're
not
in the
have
top.
a semantic
No,
argument?
no, because it's so annoying. Because it's
But
just
Derrick
Yeah,
Rose is
yeah,
famous.
pretty much.
you are in a top. You are in a top 1 to 2% of people in general that know who you are. That is extreme. Nobody does that shit. That is a top 1 to 5% of all the human beings in humanity, probably even in human history, if we're gonna be real. So please spare me the drama. If you have millions and millions of people that know who you are, you're a superstar.
And for the record, people in India do know Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose in China is like highly famous. So
Oh,
India,
he
India,
famous.
China, two different countries.
We,
Well, I give
you
you that.
famous. Everybody famous. All right. Now,
I mean, I know I've been in TikTok clips with over 1 million views, but I mean,
No, but get back
that
on
don't mean
top of the
you
video.
famous.
He has
I know.
He for
You
sure
got
has
I
clout.
know. But I know there's 1 million people who know of my existence and know who I am.
You're famous.
That doesn't mean I'm not calling myself famous.
You have fame though.
Okay.
Players' Choice is famous.
You got clout. You got clout.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Just
I
get-
mean, I hate to break it to you, Mars, but we are. It is what it is. Now, not to the degree of all these other people for sure, but we do have fame, Mars.
No, but to get back to the topic of video, me personally, like we can make like to me, the both these teams' success is gonna come down to coaching. Be honest with you, like the between the Bucks and Celtics, which I don't think anyone on this panel on the chat that disagree, they're the top two teams, top two best teams in the East. They also have a new coaching staff in totality, and also they need to adjust their half court offense in particular to make it to optimize their roster. In particular for the Bucks and Giannis, it's kind of obvious where they're going to go, but they need to also develop counters in case someone like a Boston Celtics have a personnel to take away one of those players. And same thing with the Celtics too. One of the main problems with the Celtics, despite whatever coach they got, was the fact that they don't optimize their offense in the half court. They have bad shot selection and they have costly turnovers at the most inconvenient of times. So I personally believe when you look at both these teams on paper, they both ironically have the personnel to beat one another, and they both have the same amount of depth. It's going to come down to their coaching. That's the way I see it.
I
don't think
They're just
I
battling
also-
to see who loses to Philly.
think-
That's all this.
Oh yeah, stop the cap. I think the problem that the Celtics did was I think losing Robert Williams was going to be a big hit for them though, because if you're going to try to depend on Al Horford at his age to guard Giannis like he did for a whole game, it's not going to happen like that. It worked in spurts, and then he had Robert Williams on the court with him, or when he had breaks in between. So I think the loss of Robert Williams, we really going to see that a lot. I think the Celtics not going to miss a beat on the perimeter defense because I think Drew Holiday can do everything Marcus Smart did, probably but more. But I don't think without Robert Williams, I think their paint defense is gonna take a hit. That's just me.
But that's annoying because again, if you have that many guys who could guard up on the perimeter, it kind of negates the necessity of a rim protector.
I
When you
disagree.
have- no, I mean
But-
Miami has shown this with our rotations. It's shown us with our perimeter defense.
Bam is elite rim protector.
Bam is a good rim protector, but I wouldn't say
He's a great rim protector.
I'm not sure about that.
I disagree with that.
He's a good rim protector.
You're just gonna agree to disagree.
They're great. They're great at roaming. They're great at helping. They're great at hedging. So if you have guys that can sit here and contain from up top of the key, it kind of makes the job easier for them, for the back line to roam and rim protect for your guys.
Now,
so that's not really something
the exact opposite of what you said, though. When you know you got a guy behind you that can block a lot of shots and defend, it makes it easy for you as a perimeter defender to defend, because now you know just in case he do beat you.
Yeah, they all help each. Is he lagging?
He's frozen. Yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah,
but the one thing Porzingis is decent at defensively is being a rim protector. So if he does have quality POAs, I can see Porzingis providing a level of rim protection. I'm not saying it's going to be elite or anything, but he can definitely do that.
I'm just worried about
the whole people. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Y'all do need to have cams on. I do. SB, my bad. I completely forgot about that.
I was about to say.
I'm
gonna leave my camera on. I was about to say.
I was lagging. I froze.
SB, I want you to understand something about this Boston Celtics crew. The thing is, because they all help each other, nobody's discounting that. But when you have all of those guys and Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Derek White, who can guard up for your guys and rotate properly and rotate well, that is. I'm not too much worried about them not having Robert Williams anymore, because you're that stacked on top of the perimeter to limit guys from being able to dribble penetrate, because you guys are so good at defending on top. So it doesn't make it as necessary for me to have this guy on Robert Williams when I have all of this defense on top. I could live with KP down there just deterring shots on the every now and then, whenever there is a blow by, whenever there is somebody sleeping on all ball action, and he could sit here and do that for that crew.
I personally think that Boston gave up too much in these last 2 years. When you go from,
well, you've been hating on Boston. This is a common theme for you. But go ahead.
Man,
go ahead.
Like, nah, what I was gonna say, bro. Like, when you give up at the Ime situation, he's gone. Marcus Smart, Brogdon, Robert Williams, and Grant Williams, bro, and you basically sub that off of Kate Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The thing is, this kind of remind me of Boston after 2008. Paul Pierce even said it. He was like, one of the reasons why he thought they didn't repeat is because they gave up a lot of their grit. They gave up a lot of the players that was key contributors, and I see the same thing going on with this Boston team, on top of the fact that they got 2 Scottie Pippins. But and now they're gonna lean on these 2 dudes, bro, to be the leaders and the go-to guys in moments where they had those advantages when they made the finals, and they didn't do that then. Like, if you couldn't take advantage of Steph Curry, bro, in mismatches, bro, why am I supposed to believe you're gonna take advantage of Milwaukee? And with this team, with this cast, with this coach.
Wait, because
with all of this going on.
You talking about Boston not taking advantage of Stephen Curry when they had Wiggins and Draymond literally, and even Klay to an extent, literally helping.
No, you leave out K.
I'm putting Klay in there. Literally shifting their whole defense to make sure Steph isn't getting abused. Like, it's not. Like, come on.
They were hiding Klay too, but I guess.
Yeah, Klay. That's Klay.
My thing is this, Dub. Like, you going up against somewhat of a better team in terms of now you got basically Giannis playing off the ball, like not just on defense but on offense as well, bro. Like, if you got him as
offensively, offensively, I'm not sure how they'll be able to contain Giannis, but defensively, I don't think the Bucks are going to be able to guard them up like that. I'm not even going to hold you.
Yeah, but also I kind of agree with Lee's point, because Boston last year, offense wasn't really their main issue. I think it was their defense. Only problem with their offense was shot selection, but mainly their defense wasn't the same. So obviously, you just replace a lot of your great defensive players. Yes, you added Drew Holiday, which is one of the best. He's still one of the best defenders, even though he lost a step with Derek White. But then, who can y'all say that's going to protect the rim? Because at the end of the day, I know I done seen it firsthand with my team with the Chicago Bulls. But we got Vucevic, who's terrible at defending the paint, and we get destroyed in the paint all the time. So you can't tell me just because you had great perimeter defenders, but if they don't have nobody on that backlash,
your defense was good.
I mean, Chicago don't have the defenders that Boston got.
But we still had problem with rim protection too, though, Mars.
Yeah, 1,000%. But the guards could mitigate that by not letting people get to the rim, which is why you guys were top 10 defense.
Can you do that the whole game, though?
No, I don't think. I think having no rim protection is a detriment, but I do think teams can hide it as best they can and still be successful without it. I also think Kristaps Porzingis is a good rim protector. So I agree he's not Robert Williams. But
now, Mars, that's my question for you, though, Mars.
Yeah, both teams gonna still have elite defenses. Don't get it twisted.
I think Dame and Giannis they have more automatic stuff going on for them offensively, even together more so than Boston. Boston, they get pushed away from the basket way too easy. They start to settle, and everybody else touched on it. They start to settle for these jump shots, and they move away from, and they could easily be forced into turnovers. With Dame and Giannis, you basically got to stop. They playing A's, and now you got to stop them together, combined, man. Like you got to somehow stop Giannis in pick and roll situations, but to worry about Dame too on almost every offensive possession. And now you basically made Chris Middleton, barring health, his job much easier because Dame is doing somewhat most of the heavy lifting in terms of shot creation, and all you need is Chris Middleton to fill in the blanks. That's basically what you need, and you need Brook Lopez to shot block and stay in his role, and Bobby Portis to stay in his role and hit the corner threes. So my thing is realistically, now you asking Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to do a little bit more than what they've been doing outside of the supporting cast that they basically just kind of let go. Key contributors, all of them, all the pieces that they let go.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to do more.
I think so.
Yeah.
You asking them to do more. You asking them to do more on both ends because without Robert Williams down there and basically anchoring the paint, you basically asking them to raise their level as perimeter defenders. In my personal opinion.
But what about the offensive side of things? They're not actually Drew Holiday's taking some responsibilities off of them offensively. So Drew Holiday and the defense.
Leaf, you're chatting right now.
Yeah, and you're acting as if Drew Holiday, and you're acting as if Drew Holiday doesn't help them out defensively as well. If anything, in my head, I think he takes some pressure off of those guys because now Drew could be more of the on-ball defender for them rather than JT. On top of that, be more of the ball handler for them besides JT.
I think the thing about Drew at this stage in his career, you want him to do less. The thing you want him to do less.
By the way,
he can still do a lot.
This is the point of my question I was going to ask you, Mars, and this ties into that. With you knowing that Milwaukee is the team that's in your way, are they pretty much saying where Porzingis and Al Horford can do it? Okay, I think I'm back. Okay. Can Porzingis and Al Horford do a good enough job to stop Giannis or contain Giannis? Or would you think there should have been more of an emphasis to put better rim protection around that team just because of, Giannis is the guy that's in your way? Or they rather just say, let's just stop Dame and Middleton and then let Giannis just go off? I think we should win. W, I can answer it too. But yeah.
Well, they just got
winning. Your mic is crazy, SB. I hear a lot of
that's funny. That's funny.
They did just get Wenyen Gabriel, so maybe that's the answer.
That's funny.
But
is I'm good now? I'm good now.
You're good. It's KSB.
Yeah, you better now.
It's KSB's mic.
Trolling aside, I think, and I don't know if Boston are the only team that thinks this. I think the answer for Giannis isn't meet him at the rim with rim protection. I think it's to have defenders who are able to stop him from getting to the rim in the first place. And I don't mean, Giannis full head of steam, you're going to stop him. No, I mean, in order to stop Giannis from getting to the rim, you have to slow him down. You have to take that first hit, force him to go to a second move, whether that's a euro or a spin, and then you meet him with help. That's what they have with Al Horford. Grant Williams was that for them as well, which is why I think he's a big miss. You have someone who can take that first hit from Giannis and force him to change his path. Because if you give Giannis a straight line or a straight run to the rim,
It's
you're
cooked.
cooked. Even if you meet him at the rim, you're cooked. But if you're able to take that first hit and force him to pick up his dribble or to go to a euro, to go to a spin, that's where you have a better opportunity because now he doesn't have full momentum. And now I think Al Horford showed he could do that in spurts. Grant Williams was someone who they asked to do that a lot, and that's who they missed. So I think there's going to be a larger responsibility on Al Horford, which I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's able to do
At that age. That's tough.
And that was 2 years
He
ago.
already was somewhat declining. Yeah.
Plan. I think that's the plan, not the rim protection with KP. I think the plan
And I agree, because Missoula was so bad with Grant Williams last year, bro. Like he kept Grant a lot of the times in the doghouse. Grant, like Mars said, was a lot of the time the POA for Giannis. But the thing is, they didn't run into Giannis last year. They get bounced early, so now you're not even really thinking about that matchup. But I'm actually interested, bro. KSB, bro. Robbie seen you up here all the time, bro. You don't say nothing, bro. You like, bro, come off the mic, bro.
Look, you guys were cooking, so I didn't really say much. But honestly, you guys brought up a lot of points. Look, I am a Bucks fan, so I am going to be a little biased.
Never knew he was a Bucks fan,
that
and here he is
purple
just sitting in
jersey
silence
too,
and
bro.
talking about his team.
I see the
Crazy.
I see the look in your eye. You a Bucks fan? Yeah.
You can't hide that. You can't hide that Ray Allen jersey, bro.
I could tell from the haircut he was a Bucks fan, bro. I'm like, wait, why you got the Ray Allen '97 fade?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but honestly, one of the things the Drew Holiday trade, while it does help Boston, I think it was kind of unnecessary. Look, you already lost Grant Williams, and now you lose Robert Williams. So, and look, while there was definitely the injury concerns with him, and he didn't play a lot of games, he was one of the major factors to help you beat the Bucks in 22, and he played a big part in your defense last year. So now when your front court is dependent on a Porzingis who, if he's healthy, he definitely is a good shot blocker. There is still those huge injury concerns with him, and the older Al Horford, who is 37, and he has declined last year. I mean, you kind of have to worry about that, and you have to now look at Joe Mazzulla. Last year, there were times I was looking at him and I questioned his rotations. I was questioning his timeouts. And so I have to see, can he improve his coaching? And on the other side, the same thing with Milwaukee. How good of a coach is Adrian Griffin going to be? He has some good assistant coaches, but what kind of offensive and defensive system is good input in Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm.
And listen, they basically gave up a 6th man of the year and a defensive player of the year, bro. Like, I don't see how Boston is looking anywhere close to what they were supposed to look like, bro, when they made the finals in this situation at all, bro. I'd be hard pressed to say that they're gonna do better than the Bucks this year, bro. Like, I just don't see it.
Leaf, you say this every year. I don't like.
Leaf. Well, I think real talk. I think Leaf is saying. I think Leaf is saying like the Boston.
Bro, you were from Milwaukee last year. I remember Leaf. I remember talking to you last season, bro. You was all Milwaukee this, Milwaukee that. Boston can't do this. Boston can't do that. Then Boston went to Miami, beat them niggas by. Boston beat. Hold on, Leaf. Boston beat them niggas by 40. And you were still coming on here. Well, Bucks gonna do this. Giannis gonna do this. Then the Bucks get bounced in the first round. Now we back this year, and you saying the same shit.
Why you bring up old shit for?
Look, as a Bucks fan, with Budenholzer, they were paper tigers. They were paper tigers with Budenholzer.
You ain't doing nothing but bring up old shit.
Yeah, you have to look at them new with Adrian Griffin, because with Budenholzer, the Bucks were basically paper tigers. Because on paper, they would look really good. But in reality, they wouldn't execute what we thought they would, and they would eventually, their flaws would get exposed.
The Celtics are basically paper taggers too.
To be honest with you, Leaf, like I get what you're saying. Like they look like they're trying to make their balance a little more balanced all around, as opposed to just being defensive first. So it's gonna be an adjustment. But that's all it is, Leaf. It's going to be an adjustment. Don't get it twisted. This team is still elite. Like they're still one of the 5 or 6 contenders of this league going to next season.
I agree. I would agree with you. I just don't see them finishing better than Milwaukee this year.
You guys miss why Leaf hates Boston. He's a Nets fan. He's still mad about the trade.
That's not why, Mars.
that's
Wrong.
the-
It makes sense.
No, Mars.
Expose them. Expose him.
Mars. Hold on. Wait. Mars, don't get up here and tell lies, bro. Don't get up here and tell lies. Stop
Expose
that, bro.
him.
Don't get up here and tell lies, bro.
The
reason why I don't approve of Boston, bro, because they didn't take advantage in that Warriors series. You can't lose.
Because you hate Steph Curry and you're mad they got Steph Curry's 4th ring. Okay.
You cannot lose. You cannot lose to a team.
These are all gaming allegations.
Shot 0 for 9, bro.
These are facts, actually.
You can't lose that game, bro. You can't.
Oh, okay.
You cannot.
He mad that the Steph Finals MVP talk can't happen anymore because he has one, and he's blaming Boston for the fact that Steph now has a Finals MVP. I get it, understandable, makes sense.
I feel the same way. Who's guarding wings on the Bucks? I just want to ask you that, man.
So far, it looked like on paper, it looked like Middleton and wherever wings they got on the bench.
No, I won't leave.
Andre Jackson Jr.
I don't even know what wings and guards.
They really only got 3 wings on their roster.
Do they still got what's the kid name? Marchant or whatever his name is?
Marjon
Beauchamp, yeah.
Beauchamp. That probably him.
They got Connaughton, right?
Pat Connaughton, probably.
That's
I don't know.
Pat Connaughton's not guarding.
Pat Connaughton defense and should not be moving anyone.
Yeah, Pat
they got to be
Connaughton
moved. He just got to do a good job.
Maybe Crowder not moving me. I don't think that's necessarily how they're gonna win games. They're gonna win games by Giannis and Dame going off most nights, and then everybody else filling in the blanks with their shooting, bro. Like and staying and helping them stay afloat with their outside shooting with Brook Lopez and Dame and the rest of their players outside of Giannis. So.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a change in identity for them this year. I think they're going to be changed.
Yeah, I don't really see them moving
offense
the needle with defense. Yeah,
definitely.
I
definitely
think both
have the defenders of the past that they do now.
I think both teams going to be elite defensively. I think defense is just going to be an adjustment. It's not going to be none of these teams going to fall off place when it comes to elite defense.
I think the Bucks defense will be good in the regular season, but once the postseason comes around, it's going to start like not looking.
I think it's going to be the same.
I think you can say the same thing.
The undervalued perimeter defenders is really disgusting on this platform. If you don't have guys that can guard up and you're relying on Pat Connaughton and Chris Middleton to do that for your crew, that defense, Brook Lopez don't guard up, Giannis don't guard up, that defense is going to take a hit. It is going.
It's not an undervalued. It's more so understanding. It's more so understanding you can play elite defense while having the best perimeter defense. We've seen it multiple times throughout NBA history.
Yeah,
it's just even in today's days, we've seen it.
But
listen, when
2020 Lakers.
Yeah, can you how many elite perimeter defenders that the Lakers had?
They had.
They went off their interior defense.
Braun was good. KCP was good. Alex.
I said elite. I said elite. You saying good? I can say good for any team.
But then again, it comes up to a matchup as well. They went up against Miami Heat.
Yes.
They went up against Miami Heat, who was hurt. They only went up against who? The Portland Trailblazers were just CJ and fucking Dame, and even then, bro. LeBron and AD was offensively on a tear in that whole entire run. And then who else did they go up against?
Mm-hmm.
The Houston Rockets, who were undersized, and Russell Westbrook, who couldn't shoot like that.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's matchup dependent. I think you bring up the 2020 Lakers, they had great defenders on top. They had Rondo, they had Caruso, they had LeBron.
Rondo was not no elite perimeter defender.
He was a good defender. It's called
that's why I say elite. You're saying good.
No, stop. Because the Milwaukee Bucks don't have that shit. They don't even have a guy like a Caruso. They might not even have a guy LeBron James in 2020 as well. They might not even have a guy in KCP as well. So again, when we're talking about this, and you undervaluing how good those guys were perimeter defensively wise is really odd to me. But okay,
no, I don't label them elite. That's the only thing.
No. Yeah, I think you could think you have that one. That's cool. But in today's day and age, bro, it's just the way it is, bro. You need guys who can guard up, and this Milwaukee's Bucks crew does not have that. They have Chris Middleton, and if you trusted him to be the main defender of your crew, God bless your soul.
No, and that's nothing too, Doug. Like once again, you think the perimeter defense is there's a difference in philosophy. I get it, but like I said, both teams gonna be elite defensively, both the regular season and the playoffs. And let's not pretend the playoffs is a long way. Let's not pretend the Bucks don't have an ability to get or trade for more perimeter defense. The same thing for the Celtics. All we doing now is going on paper in a different
Trey
philosophy. And
who?
real and we get
I mean, it is the team in the
we
Eastern
kind of get
Conference that has
nasty
elite defense.
with all these moves with Celtics. I don't think they beat the Bucks. I mean, my fault. I don't think they beat Denver from a matchup perspective.
Damn. Ooh.
Who?
Wow.
Celtics from a matchup perspective. I don't think they beat the Denver on paper. At least what it looks like on paper right now. So like we just in this conversation in the
They'll
East.
beat Denver. They'll for sure beat Denver.
Shit.
Because Denver wait. First of all, why do you even think that if they don't even have elite rim protecting?
Because it's called matchups. And like you just said it yourself, they didn't have what Eric Gordon was their best perimeter defender, and they still won the chip last year. So it's all about team matchups and scheming, right? So in this particular mismatch, KP did not do well against other elite bigs. He did not do well against Joker. Did not do well against Giannis. Did not do well against AD. They're going to have the rebound advantage with all these, with despite all these moves, and they're going to have a better offense. And until proven otherwise, still have better coaching. That's why I believe they have the personnel and the scheme to still be better than Boston, despite these moves.
Number one, they don't have the personnel, mainly because of what I told you before. You know, they had because the Denver Nuggets actually benefited from the fact that they didn't have guys who could stretch them out and to bring Jokic outside the paint, so he could sit here and Are you gonna pause me every time I'm gonna get into something, bro? I don't give a fuck if I'm pausing shit. It don't matter. But they didn't have the personnel to bring Jokic outside the paint, right? Now they have a team in the Boston Celtics. You have KP, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, a team offensively capable to sit here and take advantage of Jokic and what he doesn't bring for you, rim protecting wise or even perimeter wise, right? So without that elite rim protecting that you need, I find it very contradicting for you to think that the Denver Nuggets would beat the Boston Celtics. That's very contradicting.
I never said, and not contradicting. I never said you need elite rim protection to beat Boston. You're talking about matchups. I'm telling you all the matchups that Denver Nuggets still got, despite Boston all these moves. Well, all these elite perimeter defenders, that Boston got, ain't nobody that can stop the best player on that team in Joker.
I still find it contradicting for you.
Best player on that team.
Yeah, I still find it very contradicting. That's crazy. I still find it very contradicting for you. It's
not contradicting. I never made that statement.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're big on defense. You've been big on defense every time when you talk about things, rebounding and
defense
things like
wins championships.
Okay, then. So a team and one of the most important things to defense for you is what?
Except for the Nuggets.
Is what? Hey, Sturdy, what the? No.
He wants you to say rim protection. He wants you to say rim protection.
Oh, he wants me to say rim protection. You want me to make statement? I never said.
He's ducking away. I said one of the most important factors for defense for you is what? There's multiple things, but one of the most is what?
Yeah, I just said scheme. I said personnel. I said rim protection. I said rim. I said a bunch of things.
Rim protection. There we go.
Okay, let's skip everything else.
For you to bank on a team that they lost Bruce Brown as well. Don't have elite rim protection. Their best guys, KCP and Aaron Gordon. The defense compared to the Lakers, the defense compared to the Bucks, the defense compared to the Boston Celtics. It's not even a competition on that. So it's very contradicting for me that you're going to side with that group. What defense was actually a big portion of the reason why you had the Bucks actually making it so far last year. Just doesn't make sense to me.
I'm
really
not
it's multiple reasons.
The Jokic taxes is crazy, bro. Good job, dog, bro. I wasn't expecting it just right away, bro. But the Jokic taxes.
Hey, Sturdy, you do know that like there's a situation where Jokic can be playing great and Denver still lose because their personnel for the Celtics is able to contain all the others, right? I think the key to beating the Nuggets, the key to beating the Nuggets isn't we're going to slow down Jokic because that's really not happening. It's not letting Jamal Murray average 30 on 50, 40, 90 splits and letting MPJ shoot out of his mind and letting Aaron Gordon big body whoever you got on him and him getting offensive boards and all of that. Like, that's how you beat the Nuggets. You're not going to stop Jokic anyway. So they don't have anybody to guard Jokic point is like.
That was
Who
not
does
No,
the.
have
it's not.
Kyrie Leonard?
No, but once again,
That
real
was
talk. Once
Kyrie
again,
in a
real talk.
light-skinned nigga suit, bro.
I said
That
like
wasn't
3 other
Jamal
things
Murray.
before I even got to that part. I said like 3 other things before I got to that part. Real talk.
The
And
thing
then
is,
once again,
the other things aren't moving everybody.
you didn't address it at all.
The other things just aren't moving you. They're just not moving. The like
No,
for
so
you- for you to
rebounding,
discount-
coaching,
for you to
schemes. Yeah,
discount-
you're right. That shit don't matter to you.
No. Because for you to discount the fact that the Denver Nuggets, especially this season, did not go against any team on the level of the Boston Celtics this season right now. If I'm just going to be honest with you, like you're discounting that
Defensively?
at all. Huh?
Defensively or overall?
Overall.
Offensively.
Okay, we don't know that yet, Doug. We just don't know that. We don't know that,
as a
Doug.
collect. And for a team that lost pieces, and we're comparing them to a team like the Lakers with that
Doug,
great defense.
we don't know how
gonna
good
keep-
this Celtics team is yet.
You gonna keep over talking to me, bro?
No, can you say things I didn't say? Or some. I don't know what it is.
I'm just giving you my opinion on something. I'm telling you that you're discounting the fact. I didn't talk about what you said. I'm telling you you're discounting the fact that the Denver Nuggets did go through a road that sat here. It was very beneficial for that crew. I'm saying and that's what you do all the time. You ignore all these things to try to provide whatever narrative you want to do, right? For you to discount that fact that they haven't went up against a team like the Boston Celtics. They haven't. The Lakers this year has gotten better. The Milwaukee Bucks has gotten better. For you not to sit here, the Phoenix Suns has even gotten better. For you to sit here and not acknowledge these things and still to be like, oh yeah, the Nuggets, who they got worse in personnel wise, just off of personnel scheme and Jokic being the best player there, they're still going to be in the finals or beat the Boston Celtics. It just doesn't move me. It doesn't move me.
Two things, Doug. Two things. Here's what you don't know about. One, I take into account all that fact, and I still don't believe the Nuggets will repeat. That's why I got a $250 bet saying they won't repeat. That's number one. Number two, I did take all things account, but you were talking about matchups, and I'm saying at least that's all only on. It's just on paper because we got to see these teams play. On paper, it still looks like there's multiple advantages Denver Nuggets got despite what they lost. That's all I'm saying.
What's the only event? There's only one advantage. There's 2 or 3 advantages they have over the.
I say rebounding. I said rebounding, coaching, and offense.
You can say coaching.
They can shoot just as well with them too.
Okay, but the offense isn't that far off. I'm promising.
No, the offense is definitely far off. The offense is definitely far off.
The offense is far off.
Celtics offense.
The Denver Nuggets will have a top 2 offense this year.
The Boston Celtics, and we're talking about matchups, right? The Boston Celtics having that many shooters to sit here and exploit that defense, I promise you, they're going to cook that defense the same way the Suns were cooking that defense up until CP3 got hurt and up until Devin Booker got hurt as well.
Do you think
they was
Tatum
cooking
will
that
be
defense?
playing at that consistent
Yes, they were
level?
cooking that fucking defense.
Do you think
Until-
Tatum will be playing at that consistent
What
level?
was Denver doing?
Yeah,
today?
I'm really
that
buying that
defense-
Celtics
what
been
was Denver
shooting.
On that
They
defense, when they're just playing
What was
drop
Denver doing
coverage,
to
yes,
their
they're
defenses,
cooking
though?
that fucking defense. What are we
Doug doesn't
talking
even
about?
know what
Denver
coverage
doing-
Denver
what was
plays.
Denver
This is
doing to them?
amazing.
What was Denver doing?
That's what I'm
to
saying.
their
They wasn't
defense,
cooking, bro. They wasn't cooking.
They just had Jokic in the paint. They just had Jokic in the paint hedging, and then he'll just go down there. JT and Jaylen
In
Brown
the
will be
paint
cooking that.
hedging, huh?
Whenever the
Alright,
pick and roll will
okay.
come, he will just hedge.
How are you
and then
in the
he'll still
paint
go
hedging? That
down
doesn't
there.
even make sense.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about, Mars. Don't be dead.
Anyone who's played basketball, tell me how you hedge in the paint. Please, someone tell me. Because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
Doug.
okay,
So
my bad.
hedges
My
at
bad.
the
My
level
bad.
of the screen.
My
Doug.
bad. My bad.
Tell me that.
My
Someone,
bad.
please.
What they would do with Jokic is that when the pick and roll comes, he'll hedge, but then he'll drop back and stay on the paint, and he's sit here winning a switch or anything like that. He'll wait for the perimeter guys to sit here and recover. Against the Boston Celtics, they're cooking that shit.
Well,
I just don't have
the
faith in
difference-
Tatum
I
that
think
he's
the
going to be
difference.
consistent enough to cook it. If he
I think
does,
that-
I think
yeah,
the
I
Celtics
think
can
the
win this
difference-
series. But if he doesn't,
I think
My
the
bad.
difference.
My bad.
I think
I'll choose
the
better
difference
words next time.
I
Go
think
ahead.
the difference
The
is,
correct words.
bro, like, is that nobody has, no center has proven that they can take advantage of that outside of Joker, bro. Like, there's no center that has proven that they can outperform him, like on the offensive side of things, bro.
well, you don't need to
that's the main-
outperform Jokic as a center. That's not necessary to beat the Nuggets. There's really the only center
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
going
yeah.
to
You
compete with
got
them
to
is
you got to
Joel
stop
Embiid
Jamal
anyway.
Murray and the others from going off. But I think that's kind of a tall order within itself. Once Jokic
Is
get
it?
going, bro, and I think it is because when you take your rim, when Jokic takes the rim protection out on the perimeter, now they get to exploit mismatches with Aaron Gordon, with Aaron Gordon and MPJ, who is both 6'10", and now you got them all over the all inside the paint.
Wait, what
They
mismatch?
Speaking of the finals, the Aaron Gordon getting mismatches basically with Gabe Vincent, bro. Like, you can't allow that. You can't allow him. You can't put a guard on him, bro, because he's gonna abuse that. He's approving that. But I think to Dub's point, Boston is a little bit better defensively. So I see where he's going with it, but I just don't see it happening, man. We'll have to see, man. We can only wait one.
I'm gonna rotate some of these guys, bro. Appreciate you guys, bro. That'll be easy.
Appreciate it, Dub, bro.
Peace.
Hey,
He just hung up.
Bill, by the way, how many contenders you got? How many contenders you think is in the league right now?
4. Literally 4.
Just 4?
Denver's not one of them.
That's nasty.
Wait, Denver's not a contender?
He's got Lakers, Phoenix, Milwaukee, and Boston.
Wait, Denver's not a contender?
That's crazy to me.
Wow.
How are the Lakers
Okay.
above Denver? I don't understand that.
I just think
They can be above Denver, but like, how are they not contenders? That's what I want to know. How are they not contenders?
because I think there's 4 teams that is comfortably better than them.
How are the Lakers comfortably better than the
West
Nuggets?
or just in general?
Because
No, in general, like
because the Lakers, even in a shortened season of playing together, even though they got swept, I did think that in terms of like being competitive, even though they got swept, they were actually competing with those guys at a very high level without really playing with each other all season long. So on top of that, they got some other pieces that I think was beneficial for that crew. I like that team better. I had the Lakers beating them last season. I think the continuity is something I was underrating last year with a lot of teams. So with another year of continuity, I think the Lakers would definitely be better than them, especially with the Nuggets losing some pieces as well. I think that they should be able to beat them as well. The Suns, I think, got better as well. They're not going to be able to just triple team and triple and double team KD and Devin Booker constantly, so they'll be able to get off more properly. So I think they'll beat them as well. I think the Bucks would beat them. I think the Boston Celtics would beat them. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at the Suns, Celtics, Bucks, to be honest, because I think those teams have gotten so much better. But the Lakers, I'm still not with, honestly, because even if you bring up the continuity point, I don't think that kind of puts them over the edge. Before the continuity point, we knew the Nuggets were a better team. Even from the pieces they lost, the replacement pieces are
not really though. No, there was debates about the Lakers being on par with this for sure.
Yeah, but just the Laker fans be saying that, bro. In reality, most people knew the Nuggets were better, and once they put
respect us, Riddell.
That's not true. The only person I remember this vividly. The only person that was really caping for the Nuggets, hey, you guys are tripping for thinking the Lakers even have a chance, was Low. Everybody was saying the Lakers was on par with that crew. I remember that very vividly, actually.
At the same time, a lot of people were not sold on Jokic on the panel too. And then he had to keep on proving himself, and he did, especially against the Lakers with Anthony Davis, and he's dogging Anthony Davis. So my thing is, I get where you're coming from. I do think the Lakers are contenders, but this continuity and even the pieces they add, that just doesn't move them to a tier to where the point it's obviously better than the Nuggets.
Well, no, I mean, to me, it's just like, will it be a close series? Sure. 6? Sure. I'm picking the Lakers every single time. So in my head, so this is the thing. When my mind's already made up on a team, I can acknowledge it's close, but I just still think that team is just better than them. And I think the Lakers are just
outside of those 4 teams, though, who in the league is on Denver's level?
Outside of those 4 teams, probably not a lot. I don't know. Let me look.
None, to be honest.
No, I just think you can say they better, though, but I just think the Denver has to be contenders, bro. Like I don't see how they not, to be honest with you.
Man, I don't glaze and praise people winning chips on weak runs, man. I just don't do it.
That's
so
crazy.
That's
crazy.
What you think about Sacramento? That's a weak run.
That's crazy. But I mean,
all right. Don't be out here praising KD in 2017.
What you think
I don't praise him for winning.
Did you praise Giannis?
No.
Who did you praise?
Jimmy Butler.
Did praise Jimmy Butler. Didn't praise LeBron James in 2020. I praised Kawhi Leonard because the East was a good road. I'm not going to hold you. But I didn't praise him for beating the Warriors because I was like, the team was hurt.
That's what I'm saying, Dub. And that 2019 run, he played 2 quality teams. The other 2 teams either hurt or trash.
That's better than
Respect to Orlando. Respect to Orlando.
Kawhi?
He played, yeah. Toronto Raptors played Orlando the first round and the injured Warriors team the finals.
Did you hear what I just said? Did you literally just hear what I just said?
No.
Yes, you said he had a good run, and I'm like, they only played 2 quality teams. The other 2 teams were either hurt or trash.
They faced the Sixers. They faced the Sixers and the Bucks, which I think we'll talk about the Milwaukee Bucks run, even this 2023 run. I think those teams were better than what the fuck they went through. I'm not even gonna hold you. So I will praise those 2 teams. I don't praise them for winning the chip, but I do praise them for making it out the East for sure.
Wait, why don't you praise the Nuggets? They beat the Timberwolves, Suns, Lakers, and then the Heat.
Timberwolves.
The Lakers were the best defense in the league too. But let me don't leave that out.
He were the only.
The Lakers were on par with Denver by Dub's admission.
Exactly. Lakers. I underestimated how bad that offense was going to be, so it wasn't really a team that offense was terrible. And
that's wild.
No, you just said you thought the Lakers are better than.
But
the
you praised
Nuggets.
Toronto for getting through the Bucks, and their offense was in the playoffs.
They had Eric Bledsoe.
Nah, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as the Lakers this season. This season's Lakers offense was terrible, borderline terroristic, for sure.
Do you think the Mavericks in 2011 had a better run to the title than the Nuggets?
For sure.
Hey, fuck that team.
And the 22 Warriors run is kind of mid too.
It's every Warriors run is like
stop. Let's stop disrespecting
like this 2023.
Every Warriors title run has been they ran into either bad teams or injuries.
Now 22.
The Lakers had
2018.
The Lakers had a 118 offensive.
2018. Who got hurt in the conference finals?
Yeah, we were actually really good offensively against Denver. It was we couldn't stop.
Even
Murray
if they
and
weren't,
Jokic
the claim earlier was that the Lakers were better than the Nuggets by general consensus. So
no, all par.
Okay, even with that point, it should be they should get credit for playing a team on par with them and beating them and sweeping them. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit. I just think the Bucks and the Sixers were just better.
So the Bucks offense wasn't worse than the Lakers offense, but the Bucks had a 107 offensive rating against Toronto.
Because Toronto's defense was just that great, man. The Nuggets defense is
and Toronto's defense did what? Toronto's defense did what to the Bucks?
What you mean did what?
What did they do to the Bucks offense? What did they do?
They contained it. They stopped Giannis.
To be honest,
did they not expose major flaws in the Bucks offense?
Yeah, for sure.
Really, Eric Bledsoe. That's pretty much it.
That's fine.
And Giannis playmaking.
But it's a difference.
Yeah, that's fact.
But this is the issue I have with that. There's a difference between struggling against the Toronto Raptors defense and then struggling against the Nuggets.
Yeah, the point is the Lakers didn't struggle offensively.
I think they did.
A 118 offensive rating is not struggling.
I think they did.
I think what he means
okay, so we just ignore the fact that they're scoring 118 points per 100 possessions. We just ignore that because you thought they struggled.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We did not struggle.
I can't argue against that. I can't argue against that. Just ignoring actually how well they're scoring the ball on offense. I just have to.
Yeah, that was
I'm wrong.
That's good in any area.
I thought they were struggling for sure.
Sure.
How are you quantifying this?
You was just watching the ball go in the basket and was like, yeah, you know what? They struggled to get that basket. All right, cool. Okay.
Regardless, they are on par with the Lakers. The Suns, you think, is a good team, right? Well, do you have something to say about the Suns matchup?
CP3 got hurt.
You said
they were beating the Suns before
CP3
CP3 was even hurt. Like they were spanking them still.
They weren't spanking them. They beat them in the game one mainly because the Suns were going by twos instead of threes, and that was really the biggest discrepancy. But the Suns was actually torturing that defense. In game two, I thought they were doing pretty well outside of KD. KD was just missing literally every three that he was putting up. But then they had wide open. He was literally just doing his best to lose that game as well. But the defense was getting cooked. It's just that CP3 got hurt.
I didn't like their strategy.
So regardless, CP3 there, CP3 not there, they still were going to win the series.
No, I disagree with that.
Oh, wow. Am I the only one who thinks
what?
I severely disagree with that.
And what's your problem with Miami?
You're saying last year, Dub?
If Chris Paul doesn't get hurt, Denver are a second round exit.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
No, yeah, real talk. He believes that. Real talk, he believes that.
Okay, bro. Nah, bro.
Dub, are you all right?
The way y'all don't understand how continuity works in the game is just it's crazy.
We don't understand.
They
Because
lived and died
after
by
You talk about the team
KD.
that played 8 games together.
after CP
Exactly.
after CP3 got out, that's when they were just fully committing to just tripling and double teaming Devin Booker. That's a fact. Like, go watch the games. Right after
Because they were
CP3 got hurt,
was cooking.
they severely
Niggas was leaving
severely committed to
CP3 open, Dub.
They weren't. They were, watch the fucking game.
Yeah, you do know the games where they were doubling and tripling Devin Booker. They're the games where he didn't miss more than 5 shots in either of those games.
Did they
right?
triple team anybody?
Yeah, he was just on a crazy run. Not even.
So he was just not missing shots, doubled and triple teams. Is that what you're telling me?
He was just hitting crazy shit. He was just hitting crazy shit.
So when you told me that KD's gravity was getting Devin Booker open, but now you're telling me Devin Booker was doubled and triple teams, what the hell's going on?
No, I was saying that mainly in the Clippers series, not really for the
I need someone to find clips. So how are we not giving?
I'm not
gonna
look for it.
So how are we not giving credence to the fact that they kept on giving Devin Booker the ball? CP3 wasn't taking the ball.
Sounds like Devin Booker's the best player on the team to me.
It sounds like they got better when CP3 was off the court. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, I just think Devin Booker just started hitting crazy shit. Not even joking. I don't think they got. I don't think they got better. I think Devin Booker just started making some crazy ass shit. Not even holding you. He just went on a crazy run.
He was allowed to cook more because CP3 wasn't taking the ball out of his hand.
For sure, but if you think Devin Booker is ever going to do that again, God bless your soul. He's never. Like, that's just one of those things that just happens, and you're like, fuck it, it happened, but that's not really what Devin Booker is going to be doing.
How do you think
and
that's the only way Phoenix won 2 games? But here you are thinking they would have won.
Well, I think they could have won the 2 games a different way with CP3 orchestrating that offense, but we'll never see because it didn't.
CP3 is going to miss all those shots.
I don't think that
wasn't even orchestrating the offense.
That point doesn't make any sense.
He had the ball in his hands for sure. A lot of the times in the first 2 games,
and he was missing a lot of the times too.
All the living and dying by Devin Booker.
Missing a lot of times. That's actually not true.
That was how they were.
That's not true. He started missing like game 5, game 6.
Yeah.
Chris Paul ain't even playing game 5 and game 6. What?
I'm talking about Devin Booker, man.
I'm talking about CP3. He was talking about
Chris Paul was 5 of 11 in game 1 and then 4 for 10 in game 2. That's not missing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dub, are you
4 for 10 right now? I get what you're saying. 4 for 10.
No, it's not.
You guys
it's not about the stats. It's about Rodell. Did you feel like Chris Paul was missing a lot? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yes, I did. You felt like he was missing. You felt like it. There we go.
See, I gotta really just know how to read shit, bro. That's the thing. I just don't think I really know how to read shit, man.
Nah, Rodell felt like Chris Paul was missing.
I mean, they were living and dying by Devin Booker and Kevin Durant.
And the Lakers offense definitely played into the Denver Nuggets' hands. I promise you.
The Lakers got swept.
Bro, our only problem offensively that series was coming down into the late in the 4th, and Bron was. He was settling a lot for jumpers.
He was playing
bad transition defense.
He was being a terrorist.
We're talking about offense, person.
Yeah, he was
step back threes,
bro. Philo wasn't helping either.
So Dub, can you do me a favor? Out of your 4 contenders, do you rank the starting 5s?
Boston. Wait. Rank their starting 5?
Yep, rank the starting 5s.
You're gonna have Boston. Shit. You probably have Boston, the Suns.
Wait, Boston is better than the Suns?
Yeah, that starting 5 is crazy.
Yes.
That starting 5 is crazy.
It's a conversation. It's definitely a conversation. It's definitely a conversation.
Yeah,
the starting lineup? Maybe, yeah. After the trades, yeah, but I still have the Suns.
I'm not mad at Boston.
I got Boston, the Suns. I guess I'll give it to Milwaukee and then the Lakers.
That's fine.
The Lakers should have been a unanimous loss. I'm glad we got to
agree.
For sure.
You know what? I'm also ready.
What about the Kings as a starting five? I mean, they don't have any weaknesses.
I don't agree, but it is.
The Kings. The
Yeah,
Kings.
The
They
Kings
can have their conversation with Houston Rockets starting five.
Let's wait and see in the season. I think
Alfred
actually
Sengun and Domantas Sabonis, same person. Jalen
After
Green better than
all-
De'Aaron Fox. Jabari Smith is better than Keegan Murray.
Hold on, respect JaVale McGee. He's gonna start for that first 18 minutes. Give him his first 18 minutes.
And then his asthma gonna cook him. Yep. Facts.
Watch Reggie Bullock start on the Rockets. Watch. Just throw small forward. Reggie
Oh
Bullock.
yeah, shout out to Reggie Bullock, man. Now he's a real shooter. I never doubted his shooting ability, man.
Oh, he just went to the Rockets?
Yeah.
It's expected he will go to Houston.
wait until
So he's
after
no
all
longer
of
a
these-
fake shooter. He's a real 3-and-D guy. That's what he
Y'all
is.
making a
Real
playoff
3-and-D
push?
guy. I expect us to be a top 3 seed. I expect, but I'll settle for a top 5 seed. I'll settle for it.
Wait
No,
until a
wait
team,
up.
after all of this talk, a team is just going
And to
to
the person
win.
who said, "What has Houston done?" 2-time NBA champions. Good.
I think a random team is going
The
to just
toughest era in
come to the
history.
finals by out shooting everyone again the way the Heat
MJ
did.
wasn't there.
I honestly think so.
No, the Heat.
MJ quit because he knew he was gonna lose.
All right, are we
Who said
ready
MJ
for
quit?
the Mavericks to
MJ
be
didn't quit.
contenders?
MJ was
ready
scared
for
of the
Riddell, give
Bro,
that
he
up,
had to
Riddell. Give that
retire,
up.
bro.
Give that up,
He
buddy.
had to retire, bro.
Mavericks are going to be contenders this year.
Give that up,
They're
buddy.
going to be the MVP.
They're taking the King's place.
contenders.
not?
They are here. Mavericks.
Contenders for what?
What
Contenders
team?
for what?
You know,
The division?
The mid the
No,
the
the
in-season
Yeah,
tournament.
realistically, the West has like
The
8
in-season
teams.
tournament championship, right?
you said
Oh, the
what?
in-season tournament championship. I
The
can say they
mid-season
can
tournament championship. That one.
That and
Like
the
that.
NBA championship. You know what? They're going to win both. You know what I'm saying? They're going to win
Oh,
both.
so the captain say.
Denver Nuggets is in
I
their
need
bracket.
people.
They gotta
I need
beat
people
them.
to have cams in the background. My bad, Rodell. Go ahead.
No, you good. But I mean, there's still issues with the Dallas Mavericks. But are we saying it's impossible for them to make a run to?
It's
Yes.
not impossible. It's not impossible.
Yes.
Riddell, I bet
Guys,
you
the West-
$100,000 that Dallas will not win the championship.
Okay, can I say something about this?
Go ahead.
There
Go
are
ahead.
like
One sided bet, Mars. I don't.
I just have
I
to
get
give this point out.
100,000 if they don't win. You get 100,000 if they do win.
I have
sounds like a
I
one-sided
have a point
bet.
to make about this. Okay, I just want to say something about this.
Scared.
The West has like 8 teams that have injury-prone superstars, and they are relying on them to win. Any team in the West can come out to the final this season.
Like
Realistically,
the Dallas Mavericks.
Which
Agreed.
8 teams have injury-prone superstars?
The Ma- yeah, okay, let's talk about it. The Clippers, the Suns, the Nuggets, who was the first?
Nuggets.
Whoa, Nuggets. Whoa, Nuggets. Whoa, Nuggets.
Are you saying Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray's not a superstar?
I mean,
This
a
nigga not a
star,
superstar.
But how
mean,
is Jamal
He's
Murray
saying top 2 players. He's saying top 2 players on the team.
I mean, a
Jamal
player
Murray
they
has
need
had
to win.
one major.
What I mean is a player they need in order to win. That's what I mean. Like, so they have you've got like every. No, I mean you have
Like
at least one of the 2 best players in
I
every.
get what you're saying. They're being nasty over here.
Yeah, y'all not about to jump on me.
Every great team in the world.
I agree.
Steph Curry, KD, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, KD, Devin Booker, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, Ja Morant. I mean, he's suspended, and we don't know what
I
form
think
he'll be
Kyrie
at
will
when
be
he comes
fine
back.
personally, but I mean, that's
Oh, now Kyrie's going to be fine because he's in Dallas.
Jamal Murray will be fine, bro. Mark Cuban's gonna let a lot of that stuff go.
What I'm saying is every team in the West has a chance. Because even the Lakers have 2 injury-prone superstars right now. Every team in the West has injury problems that they have to worry about, and this means everyone has a chance.
Do you notice how you didn't say Houston?
I mean, maybe if every team gets injured, they can do it. Why not?
Well, the Kings don't, right? De'Aaron Fox usually is pretty healthy.
Yeah, the Kings are not injury-prone.
Out of all those injury-prone teams, which one has
He
the
did.
least
He just
chance to
like
get
he
to
was
the-
fine though. Like he did.
He was injured. Jamal
his
Murray's
finger
not
hurt.
injury prone. Jamal Murray's not injury prone.
I don't think Jamal Murray's injury prone.
Everyone else, I'm fine. Jamal Murray-
who is a serious contender in the West doesn't have injury concerns for
No,
next?
which one has the most injury-prone concerns?
Clippers.
That's so easy.
Lakers.
Every
Lakers
team
as
has
well.
It's either the Lakers or the Clippers.
Lakers and the Clippers. That could be 1A1B.
Yo,
right there.
Warriors underrated, bro.
It's
No
not
team's gonna miss
1A1B.
time.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Clippers have yet to
Warriors
finish
do
a
it on
playoff
Sunday.
series with those two.
This man
in the bubble.
AD, this man AD and LeBron is always getting hurt. What are we talking about?
They just finished the playoff run.
That's what I'm talking about. Every team in the
said
West
what?
is relying on injury-prone players to be healthy. Every
Ron took
single
a
team
whole
in the
fucking
West.
month off after he broke the scoring record, man. He's talking about a playoff.
I can't even think.
And he finished the playoff run. Meanwhile, Kawhi gets hurt in game 1.5, and Paul George isn't even playing in the series.
Hey, real
Didn't
talk,
you,
I ain't defending the
didn't
Clippers,
you
though. I
Lakers
ain't
fans?
defending the
Didn't you
Clippers,
Lakers
though.
fans say that LeBron was hurt in that series?
I don't know if he was.
He was healthy enough to play,
But he was
Yeah,
hurt.
real talk.
He was
Yeah,
hurt
real
enough to
talk.
be.
but he was playing.
But he was hurt.
healthy enough
It's
to
called
play.
playing with house money. When he plays and plays well,
But
oh my
he's
God,
playing,
he's
dog.
doing all of this.
Yes,
and then he doesn't play
Mark,
well as well.
yes,
He's
Mark.
hurt.
Facts, Mark.
Sad,
Let's just play with
man.
house
LeBron
money. Let's
narrative.
just play with house money.
I still
LeBron
haven't
narrative.
heard the name of a
Sad,
team
real
in the
talk.
West that is healthy enough.
LeBron
Like,
narratives.
no
Houston.
concern.
Houston.
Yeah, so you have them as a serious contender. You're trolling. I mean, a team that is in.
What can I say? Wait until October 24th, 25th when the season
Yo, why
starts.
is he
Just
hating,
Oh
Mars?
Lord.
I don't know
I
why.
mean-
I don't know why he's hating. I don't get it.
The Timberwolves are decently healthy for the most part. I think they.
But they're not a
Cat
contender,
just played
though.
29 games last year, but yeah.
I know last year was bad for Cat, but I feel like he's not as injured prone as I'm remembering.
He just weak. He's just weak mentally.
Who?
Cat.
And people be hating on Cat too much. I don't know why everyone's got this beef with Cat as
So
if he's not.
the Wolves are going to
very big.
contend next season because Cat is
Oh,
not
for sure.
injury prone. I mean, maybe.
The Wolves
Whoever
are
is
going to
healthy
contend
is coming
because
out of
Jalen
the
McDaniels
West.
is going to take
That's
that jump into All-Star caliber.
that's my take. Whoever is healthy is going to come out of the West. I don't trust
Jalen
all
McDaniels
of
about
these
to
teams
average
to be
19
healthy.
points a game and be the best defender in the league. That's what he's about to do.
Talk about it, Mars. Talk about it,
That's
man.
what's about to happen.
Timberwolves got a good
LeBron's
team
gonna
over
deal
there.
with something in the year.
And the
Minnesota
Pelicans are going to be
Wild
the
gonna
one
deal with something.
seed, just so everyone knows. The Pelicans are
KD's
gonna
gonna
be the
probably
one seed.
get hurt at some point.
No, honestly, the Pelicans might be 1A with Clippers. Like they just will never be.
Zion's going to be healthy this year.
Pelican.
Zion is going to play 68 games.
He's going to play 84 games this season.
If we're gonna be real,
Zion will
if we-
play over 65. I promise.
if we're gonna be real, Miami needs to be putting these conversations too. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, Western
Well, he
Conference.
said
They
the
shoot
West. That's all he
everyone
didn't say.
out of the building
Hey.
like they did last
But
season.
the East, I mean, they got their injury concerns too. Like, let's
Low-key
be honest.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, Giannis is hurt every postseason.
Yeah, Milwaukee might
he's
need to
injured
be
for an
complicated.
Embiid. Jalen Brown was hurt in the 2021 playoffs, so I guess he's
The
injured
Atlanta
just
Hawks
like,
are coming out.
Porzingis.
just like Jamal
I
Murray.
don't trust. Yeah, I don't.
Porzingis, yeah.
Can't trust Philly anymore.
What other teams are in the East?
Would you consider Dame
You
injury
got the
prone or
Bucks.
Who are relevant?
I mean,
You
how
can
many
have
teams
Embiid's
that-
injury
like I
for-
said,
Oh
The
wait, the
East
Bucks
will
could
come
be
down to
the Bucks.
three-point
The Bucks
shooting
could be
again.
injury prone.
Yeah,
Dame,
Giannis.
Middleton.
Dame and Chris Middleton.
Dame
Giannis
too.
too. Giannis gets
Yeah.
hurt.
I mean, the top four contenders in the East are what? Philly,
Damn.
The whole
Milwaukee.
league's injury prone, so that's proof.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The team that's going to be healthier is going to win. The healthiest team
That's a
is going to
fact.
win.
You're spitting bulletproof.
Typically,
That seems to be the case like every year.
Every
but-
year, yeah.
Yeah, for the last like
Yeah, I
2 years.
mean, yeah,
every
that's
year-
the sky is blue.
Yeah,
right?
Wait, but the sky's not always blue.
Facts.
So-
Oh,
Facts.
bro.
Sometimes it's black.
Exactly.
The sky's blue to us, but it's probably a different color. We just can't see it.
I mean,
No, the sky's just black at night time. So you're just
Literally
wrong. The
is
sky's
black.
not-
Like
So Doug,
Hey,
you said
sometimes it's orange
Lakers.
too. You know what I'm saying?
You said
Exactly.
Phoenix,
So
Lakers,
is the sky really blue?
We don't know. We'll never know.
Well, we can go.
If I ask someone who sleeps during the day and works a night shift what color the sky is, they might say black. That's the only sky they see.
It's actually just a darker blue.
The sky to a fly could be a completely different color. We just don't know.
that's probably a better
The
debate.
sky
to
is a
have.
different color. It's just reflecting light off the ocean.
That's still a better debate than if
But
than
is the ocean
than
really
the famous person
The
debate
fish
we're
could think
having.
that shit's red. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Because if you can see through the ocean and water's transparent, which it is, how can it be a color?
Oh. Yo, Mars, go take a gummy. How about you go?
No, I'm just saying. Look, you got water here. Is that blue? Is that blue? Tell me if that's blue.
That's not blue, actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
we're
not-
talking about the
that's
ocean blue. The
not-
ocean on water.
that's crazy.
Bradell,
That's
tell
what
me your
everybody
conspiracy about how
else
the ocean
does.
isn't water.
wait, then why is it blue?
It's not.
I'm not.
It's a reflection. It's a reflection from the sky.
Yeah.
He just said the sky's reflection.
But he said the sky's a reflection of the ocean, Rondo. Which one is it?
Oh yeah, Rodell. Which one is it?
Which one is it, Rondo?
Because I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I was on the cruise and I'm looking at these colors. I'm looking at these colors and I'm confused. Yo, Rodell,
you know what? I'm gonna do
look
something
it up.
smart and just look it up. You know,
Look it up. Yes, yeah. Look it up.
Wait, if the oceans are reflecting the
Because
sky,
when I
what
tell
is-
y'all,
what is ocean?
I was seeing like 3 or 4 different shades of blue. I've seen some green. Like it's not one color, bro. It's really not. That should be weird.
Hella. Shit makes no
Mad
sense.
colors. It's mad colors, bro.
Isn't water supposed to be colorless though?
Water is colorless.
Okay, yeah, I'm incorrect. I got to mix up. The ocean, it reflects the sky. The sky is blue because of.
You just got to that conclusion now.
Are easier.
The sky is blue because of what? The sky is blue because of what?
Because blue light particles are easier to see
in the air. Is scattered the most around.
Is it easier for us to see?
So it's
is it easier
to see.
for us to see?
This
Now,
man
can
said-
a fly?
this man said the sky is blue
see?
because it reflects
Watch
the
this. Watch this.
I got it mixed up.
You're cooked, buddy. You're
Oh,
cooked.
Hey man,
terrible
it is
take.
what it is, bro.
Well, let me ask you this, Riddell. Right? And look this up. Seriously, does other animals see the sky as a different color?
I mean, other
How we meant
animals
to
see a
ask
lot of
animals
different
that?
things.
I think every
They don't
animal.
have the
Look it
same-
up. Look it up. Look it up. Like, look it up.
They don't have the same optic. They don't have the same optic
I
receptors.
know
as
most
humans.
animals are able to see more colors than the human eye can.
Exactly.
Some,
So that's
and
what
then
I'm
some
saying.
see
Is
less.
the sky really blue? We don't know. Only omnipotent beings know. We don't know, though. We just know.
Only
what we
Michael
see.
Jordan
really
knows. Only
blue.
Michael Jordan knows.
Bang.
Get the
LeBron
fuck
Dame.
out of here.
Only Michael Jordan knows.
Why?
man.
Because
That's
he's
like
black
Jesus.
Jesus.
He's the only one who knows.
I typed in I'm not telling you the search engine. I typed in, is the sky really blue? And the first thing that popped up is, it's technically not blue, but
He's
a
on
bluish
Bing.
purple
He's on Bing. He's on
is
Bing.
what
No,
they
he
say.
on Firefox.
I'm not telling you what I'm on, but
I'm
they
going
said
on
bluish
Google
purple.
Chrome. I'm going on Google Chrome.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
the
Real
Let me
browser,
flex.
bro.
The
Real
Doug said
browser.
only blue and
That's
green.
how you
Let me
end it.
flex real quick.
Bluish
Let me flex
purple.
real quick. Is the sky? We'll look this up together. Let me share my screen.
This man really said that the sky's blue because it reflects the ocean. That's
I
crazy.
got it mixed up.
Is the
Okay.
sky really
So
blue?
what
Hey,
happens when
yeah,
those skies
we
just
had the-
over land-based continents? How's the sky still blue?
Yeah, the Mavericks winning the championship, so y'all say wow.
Mavericks
Oh
are
God,
winning.
I forgot my question. He's talking about the sky.
So blue light is scattered in all directions by the tiny molecules of air in Earth's atmosphere. Blue is scattered more than other colors because it travels
Why you
as
talking like a
shorter,
teacher?
smaller waves. This is why we see a blue sky most of the time.
Well, traveling violation to the blue color. Then.
Bluish purple. like I said.
Technically,
Y'all
the
sound
short
like a Google translator right
technically the short wavelengths that scatter across the sky correspond to the colors blue and violet, making the real color of the sky a bluish purple. However, the cone cells in our eyes that detect color aren't very sensitive to violet, so we see the sky as blue.
So animals with more sensitive eyes would see a bluish purple sky.
Yep.
It depends
So
on
the
the
sky
eye.
is not blue.
If they're
It's purple, bluish purple.
they have to have the receptors to capture that. Like so, but technically, yeah.
Depends on
Different
the
animals
light.
see different
So
colors.
every time someone says is the sky blue as a sarcastic way to answer a question, that
Dub the science guy is hilarious.
Wait, but how do they
Love this
bro,
guy,
really
guys. I
weird.
got a ring to it.
Appreciate the
how do
class.
animals see?
A blind guy thinks everything's black.
Hmm.
Do they?
Well, there's different levels of blindness, but
Excuse me, Dub? Excuse me?
racist dog.
Wait,
Racist
no,
dog
stop.
again?
Don't do this again. Don't do this again.
Racist
Don't
dog?
do this again. Don't do this again.
oh no, yeah.
Because
no,
if you're
they're
blind,
gonna
you
get
can't
nasty. They're
see
gonna get nasty.
anything. And I would assume. I would assume. So what's
know if
it's
they
just
see black.
darkness. Wow, you know what? I gotta go anyway. Go ahead, Mars. You got
Sometimes,
Why does he do that every time?
I don't know. He just
got
wants to be
cooked.
racist. I don't get it.
That's
nasty.
Um,
Nasty word.
Let me see if there's any super chats to read. Oh, P5 said. Hello, P5.
What's up?
W Afro perspective.
hair.
Yeah.
What?
Out angle.
Bro, I'm just laying on my bed for chill out.
Why are y'all laying in the dark?
Facts,
Bro,
right?
school just got out, bro. I'm tired as hell, bro.
Everybody in the dark. Everybody showing.
You
their
in
feet.
2023?
Damn,
You
embarrassing.
still in school, people?
You in high
That's on my
school?
ceiling perspective.
Yes.
Oh, so everyone just removing their face from the camera. Nice.
W's.
Thanks, guys. Saying school in 2023 is crazy. But let me read these. Mike said, real talk, what will be LeBron's role on the Lakers offense?
That's a good question.
Playmaker. You know, I think what needs to happen, and if we're having a good season, I think LeBron's averaging like 23, 24, and 8. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Letting Austin, be on ball, letting D'Lo be on ball, letting AD, get his touches. So, somebody's echo, by the way.
Real talk. You think he should take a real back seat to AD this year? Like a real back seat?
I mean, he's still going to have the ball a lot because he's LeBron James. But I'm saying he doesn't need to be.
What you just said about Austin Reeves and D'Lo.
Yeah, that's why he'll be like 24 and 8. It's a like if LeBron's averaging if he's having another 29, 30 point per game season, that means we're not good. That means we're not good.
Real talk. I do got a question though. How good is Austin Reeves really?
Oh, when they said the
big question.
How good is he? Really?
He's to me, he's whatever tier of player Derek White is on. Really good player.
That's not a consistent offensive player though.
I'm saying that I think he's more consistent offensively than Derek White. I'm just saying that level of player. Derek White has stuff he does better than Austin Reeves, but I'm saying he's on that tier.
So I mean, the reason why I asked that is going to be interesting to see this year. Obviously, with another year with Austin Reeves showing what he could do in the playoffs, showing that he is a capable player. So people are going to be locked in and game plan for him now. And LeBron James, other than LeBron James and maybe Austin Reeves, they really don't have a lot of people who's good playmakers.
Respect D'Angelo Russell?
No, I won't. And
what
other
the hell?
than that,
D'Angelo Russell not a good playmaker?
He doesn't move me as a playmaker. No.
Why do the Lakers
he
fans
can
always
make his
disrespect
own
D'Angelo
shots to a
Russell?
good extent, but to making plays for other players, I'm not seeing it.
Who's getting AD good looks?
I said I'm not moved. Right. So, especially since the conversation is who the Lakers are supposed to be, which are these contenders, I'll be curious to see if LeBron James can.
Are you calling us frauds? I felt a lot of condensation,
but Dallas
whatever it's called.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead and explain to me how the Lakers have these flaws, but Dallas will be contenders.
Because Luka's him,
Dallas over
and Luka is also Himothy. Luka is the Dawn. And Luke is going to be the best player in the league next year. That's why.
The Lakers are going to be a top 2 seed in the West.
So is Glaze. So is Glaze.
Nah. That's
hey man, call it in.
Yeah, condensation.
D9.
What?
We got Luka right now.
You said what?
So you said Luka's going to be the best player in the league.
No.
What do you have? What do you have him right now?
Luka's always the best player in the league in September. He's always the best player in the league in September.
Because he's Timothy.
GG, not September.
Luka's gonna cook, but if I'm being honest, the reason why I'm putting this out because objectively, I'm still have concerns about the Mavericks. But when it comes to the Lakers, the big thing about them is the offense, like we were talking about. So if Austin Reeves doesn't become this all-star caliber that people are saying, and LeBron James doesn't get back to levels that we think he's supposed to get back to, what are the Lakers really? What do you think? Real talk. What are the Lakers really?
Say that again. What you say? I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat because they didn't get that I was.
Yeah, I'm reading a lot of talk about condensation. Right,
yes, because I jokingly said condensation. Go ahead. Repeat the question, Radell. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If Austin Reeves doesn't become this all-star player that people are projecting him to be, and he actually takes a step back, people are saying that for some reason.
All-star?
Let's just say he doesn't take that step up, but takes a step back, and LeBron James is not going to be able to be the player that Laker fans hope he's going to be in terms of the playmaking individual, in terms of the reliable scorer, not relying on that step back three constantly. If those two things don't happen, what are the Lakers really?
We're still a team with Anthony Davis as a scoring option, Rui Hachimura, D'Lo. Like, we have players that can put the ball in the bucket. That's the least of my worries with this team. I'm actually concerned about our POA defense, especially at the guard position. That's more of my concern defensively. Offense, I'm not worried about that. We got Christian Wood. Like, yeah, we're going to score. I'm not worried about that.
The Lakers, other than LeBron and AD, the Lakers have three reliable guys to give the ball to score: Russell, Reeves, and Wood. That's three guys that could average over 15. That's next to LeBron and AD. I don't know how they are bad offensively.
So is D'Lo an app? Go ahead, Marge, you about to say something?
I was just going to say, Darvin Ham's already talking about 3-guard lineups. Just do that we will. He's already talking about LeBron at the 5 lineups. So however you may feel about that, he's already talked. That's coming again this year.
So it'd be D'Lo Reeves. It'd be D'Lo Reeves.
And it sounds like you all are banking on a lot of
D'Lo Reeves,
individual scoring,
Vincent, Bron at the 5 is what he said.
And then Rui at the 4 of Endo, one of those.
He did say them dumbass lineups at media day. He did say them dumbass lineups.
Wait, who is it?
Just do that information where you will. That's what
it'd be D'Lo Reeves, Vincent, like Hachimura and LeBron, or Vando or Torian Prince.
That's AD, bro.
We're not making the playoffs with this.
However you may
I'll
feel
say
about
this about the
3-guard
Lakers,
lineups
though.
on the Lakers, I mean,
I'll say this about the
they're
Lakers.
returning.
If they can stay healthy, even with the problems they may or may not have at the point of attack, I think they should still be a top 5 defense in the league, maybe top 3.
Let's go that Vando.
Because I think AD is just that good. And I think their wing defenders are good enough as well. So.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all overrating this Lakers team. Like, y'all saying this is the best team LeBron ever played with. Everybody want to say this is the best team LeBron ever played with, but all these dudes not been better than Kevin Love. Austin Reeves is not better than Kevin Love. He's not
saying that.
Kevin Love and Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is better than anybody on the Lakers right now.
He's trolling.
I don't think anybody's saying that this is the best team
Rajal, is his sky blue?
That's the narrative that people are saying. Everybody's saying this is the best roster LeBron ever played with.
Clouds,
but it's the sky though. It's the sky though.
It's blue and gray.
You know, who said LeBron is playing on the? This isn't even.
I haven't heard anyone say this is LeBron's best ever team, but if they have said that, I disagree.
You never heard nobody say this is the best roster that LeBron's ever played with?
Never.
No, I never heard that either.
That's the narrative going around. These Laker fans is crazy, man. Austin Reeves is not a better third option than Bosh or Love.
I've never seen.
You must be in LA right now. You must be in LA right now.
Then they're
Or you must be like Cleveland,
the best team you ever had
or Miami.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan. I be watching all these Lakers channels, man. This Laker cartel is crazy, man.
What the heck kind of Laker channels are you watching?
Cartel is crazy. I agree to that.
Since LeBron's been on the team, we've got a lot of these Laker fan haters. I don't niggas come up here and say they Laker fans and shit on the team. I don't get this.
I'm not shitting on the team. I'm saying we gotta be realistic. We gotta be realistic. Austin Reeves is not an all-star, bro. He's not Kevin Love, and he's not Chris Bosh. Why y'all hyping this team?
I didn't say he's an all-star.
He's not an all-star.
I get what you say.
I have heard the Austin Reeves.
People are overrated.
Yeah, all-star. Yeah,
I've definitely.
I think he could be like. I think he could be like 6th man of the year candidate. Maybe if he comes off the bench.
He's not gonna be 6th man.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's Is he starting for the Lakers?
The first 6th man of the year will be Austin Reeves.
The only reason I bring up Austin Reeves is because everybody says Austin Reeves the third option, right? So that means he's better than Vando. He's better than all these other guys, like the guy we got from the Heat. So if Austin Reeves the third best player on our team, that's not a good team.
Malcolm Brogdon. I
wouldn't say that.
I mean, if you're saying top 2 players, they're both top 10.
Who's the third best player on the Denver Nuggets?
Michael Porter probably
walking outside with a purple do-rag on, hating on the Lakers. Like you just,
I'm not hating on the Lakers. I want us to win this year. I'm just saying we got to be realistic.
I
the Lakers are worse than the Nuggets right now.
You are being realistic. You have LeBron. You have AD.
I guess it is.
To be fair, the Lakers may have the worst third option out of the contenders. So
Aaron
No,
Gordon
because
and
they don't
Austin
have
Reeves
it.
is like a mid-off.
They don't have a true third option.
No.
They don't
If
have
you're
a
talking
true
about
third
third option are you talking about third option as a scoring or what? What are you talking
As a
about?
player.
As a player.
No, I'm
as a
not
third best
offensively.
player.
I'm not offensively.
Offensively, I'd rather have Austin Reeves,
No.
but Aaron Gordon.
Who's the third best? Who's the third best player on the Bucks that is better than Austin Reeves?
Middleton is still better than
So
Brook
you're
Lopez is
expecting
better. Brook
Middleton to
Lopez
be
is better
wing
than Austin
this,
Reeves.
Facts.
this year?
I'll be
We'll have to see.
Nah.
We have to
Middleton
see.
is better than Austin Reeves.
Middleton will be better than Austin Reeves this year.
I just
We'll
want
absolutely
Porzingis
see
is better
that.
than Austin Reeves.
Because last time
Austin,
Middleton was on the
Austin Reeves
floor.
is no Bradley Bill.
Facts.
Definitely
No,
not. Definitely
he's
not.
not. He's not. He's not.
He's
Austin
no
Reeves will be at best.
Kristaps
Austin
Porzingis
Reeves
either,
will be
or Drew Holiday. Who's the third
I
best
don't
player
even
on the
think
Celtics?
Michael.
Drew
I don't
Holiday
think
or
he's better than
Drew
Michael
Holiday?
Porter Jr. To be honest.
I might
Drew
go Drew
Holiday
Holiday too.
He's
Porzingis
better
the
than
fourth
Michael
best player.
Porter Jr. We're not about to get nasty.
But a
He's
healthy
better than Michael
Porzingis
Porter.
I don't know. I think that's
He's not.
close, bro. That's close. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my
I think that's close too. I think that's
Wait,
close.
who's close? Wait, who's close? MPJ and who?
MPJ and Austin Reeves.
Okay, who has a better second best player than the Lakers?
Hitting. I don't know.
Depends on what you value.
Who's a
and what
better
your
second
team
best
needs,
player
I
than the
guess, bro.
Lakers? You could argue Milwaukee. That's it.
You could argue, yeah. So
what do you have?
Maybe if you're feeling crazy.
Who's the second best player on the
You know what?
Lakers?
Trying to do Damon.
I have Dame over LeBron, so I would.
Yes, you could argue Dame, and you could maybe argue Devin Booker.
You have Dame over LeBron.
They're all the same
Wait,
tier.
you said
right
LeBron
now,
is the
real
second
talk.
best
Let's be
player on the
honest, they're all
Lakers?
the same tier.
No, they're not, bro. We're not about to do this, bro.
Wait, where do you?
Damian Lillard is not on LeBron's tier of players.
Are we really?
I don't
They're
want
not on the same tier.
They are on the
What
same
is
team.
LeBron
Are we
doing?
about to say
above,
AD is the best player in the
Devin
Lakers
Booker
right
and
now?
Dame this
Hey,
last
AD's
man,
been the best player in the
Lakers
Lakers for a
2020.
minute. It's been a while.
Hey, real talk. I have a
It's been
question. I don't want to get into a conversation about this, but where do you have LeBron ranked in the league?
Do you always get to the
When healthy,
Yeah, just when healthy.
AD's better than LeBron. That's fact.
Is he top
I'm
eight?
a,
Top
I don't have my
real
list
talk.
right in front of me, but I will
Is he
tell
over
you
Jason
this:
Tatum? Is he over Jason Tatum?
I think,
Same
yeah.
tier.
if I don't want to
he's
take into
cooked,
account games played like I usually do, yes, bro.
So
LeBron
you
is
like
still
top eight?
one of them when he's healthy, bro. What are we talking about?
So he's still a top.
Wait,
Don't you
who's the
think he's
best
top
player on the
five? Don't you
Lakers?
think Tatum's
So
top
in
five?
the beginning,
He's still a
in the
top five
beginning of
player
the
in
year,
NBA?
was he healthy?
No, but he's saying
I'm not
when you
gonna
don't take into
In the
account health.
beginning of
If
the year,
LeBron's
was he
still
healthy?
top 5 at 38, he has to be the best player to ever exist. I'm sorry.
He's not.
Or this era is garbage.
No,
That
I
could
I mean,
be.
if we're talking
They're
about
not
if
top
everyone's
five player
healthy,
right now.
Kawhi has to be there too, right?
He's not top player.
Kawhi is like a top
Kawhi-
5 player when healthy. Yes.
Why?
I'm not
Kawhi
arguing
is
you.
top
I'm not
We
going
saw
to argue
LeBron
with
healthy
you about
before.
that.
Kawhi is a top.
I'm talking
Hey,
to
we
Joe.
saw
Not getting
LeBron healthy
nasty
before
here.
his
Nah, I was
injury.
just saying
He
like
can't be
because
top five.
I know.
yeah,
I know. You said
Kawhi's
healthy
there, how's the top
Kawhi,
five?
but
Jokic, Giannis, Steph, Kawhi, and Embiid. Or you think LeBron's better than Embiid too?
and ew,
Yeah.
he's
Luka, you haven't said Luka yet.
ew.
No.
LeBron when healthy isn't even the best player on his team.
Yeah,
Facts.
so, yeah.
That's
I'll
also
take
true.
Exactly.
I'll
We
take
saw
LeBron
LeBron.
over Embiid.
Do you think
We saw
AD
LeBron
and
healthy in
LeBron
the
are
beginning
top
of the
five or
season. It
something?
didn't
Like
look
I'm
good.
very
Or he
confused
doesn't
in the
think
rankings.
Jason
I think AD's top 5, and I think Bron is like 7, 8.
Where's Tatum?
Would
No.
He's
Tatum
around that
below them
range.
both?
Do you have
Nah,
Tatum would
He
be
like 10.
Right behind
6,
LeBron.
7-ish.
I think from
LeBron's
7 to
LeBron like
15
that.
are
Why do
in
you
the
say you
same.
don't have
LeBron
LeBron
did
over Tatum though?
But he has
Why do you
Tatum
think
over
you have
LeBron based on games played. He said that.
Let's
Oh,
name all the people
thank
better than Bron right
It's
now.
like
Listening is vital and very
Don't
important.
worry, I
That's a
listen.
cop out. Nah, that's a cop out. Real talk. I swear, that's a cop out. Straight up.
Right.
Nah, he did say that before. He said that though.
I don't even know.
Hey, he wants to put LeBron over Tatum, but he's holding back because he still loves Tatum.
No, I don't think he likes
Is
Tatum.
KD better than Bron?
Rock in a hard place. That's what
No,
he's at.
because the Tatum
KD
narrative
better than
will be
Bron?
heard. He puts LeBron over
KD
him.
is better than Bron.
I got KD.
Yeah, I think at this point I have to take KD.
KD.
Is Devin Booker better than Bron?
I think
P5, P5. Do you have KD better than LeBron?
Do I think who's better than LeBron?
Do you think KD's better than LeBron right now?
Yes, I have 10 players I have ahead of.
Yeah, I just disagree. I disagree with any person that says that. I'm sorry. I'm not taking KD up.
Oh
If
yeah,
I
you
have
fake
to
that.
switch
Can
the
you
game,
play like
He just
48
brings more
games?
to the team right now. And
I
that's just a
have
fact. He
11.
brings
I
more
have
to the
11,
table.
maybe 12 guys better than him right now.
I trust trust
KD is a
LeBron
better
more.
defender than him. KD is a
I
better
trust
scorer than
LeBron more on
him.
my team than
AD at
Kevin
this point is
Durant.
better
LeBron
on
just
both
got
sides of the ball.
playmaking.
I have
Agreed.
11 or 12 guys ahead
What
of
are you
LeBron.
trusting?
What about Shai Gilgeous
You have
Alexander?
11, 12 guys over LeBron.
Yeah.
What about Shea?
Yeah.
What about
Please tell me
Like
the
9
11,
and
12
10.
better than Braun right now.
That's not a bad take.
Let's name him. Let's name him. Let's name him.
I'll get to it.
Name
Jokic,
like 5 that are obvious.
Hey, let him make his
Jokic,
list when he
Giannis. Here's my 11. I'll get to the 12th name, and that's a maybe for me. It's Giannis,
Go slow.
Jokic,
Go slow.
Curry, Luka, Embiid, Kawhi, AD, KD, Tatum, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, and then the 12th name is maybe Booker, but I'm holding back on that for right now. So
you have players like Kawhi. So you're saying even when healthy, because
I'm not really taking into account health with this. I'm not really taking into account health with this.
Okay, so you're saying everybody's really healthy.
Yeah,
because Kawhi is in the list. So you're saying healthy LeBron James. There are 11, 12 players
You were
better
just
than
talking
the
about
healthy
LeBron being
James.
injured. You were just talking about LeBron being injured when he played healthy in the
Let's do
beginning
this.
of the season.
Real
He wasn't
talk.
that good.
When was LeBron healthy? Just give us the time frame where LeBron was healthy.
Facts.
What was that one?
2013?
2020? 2020 is the last.
Are you saying last season? Are you saying last season?
Whenever you think was the last time LeBron was healthy, just give me the time.
Wasn't the play?
I'm gonna say from the 10. I'm gonna say from like the 10 game mark till that run around his birthday, and then but like when the injury happened. So like from the 10 game mark till he got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Why the first 10 games though?
When did he first get? Because I remember he got hurt against Dallas, and then that put him out. But when did he first get hurt?
I think that's when his health stopped. But
He first got hurt, I think, because we knew coming into the season it was something about something was wrong with one of the feet. Then I think like something happened to the other foot. I'm trying to remember what game that was when it first like occurred.
If you don't know,
I do remember like once he broke the scoring record, he took the shoe off, and then he was out for a good amount of time.
Okay, so do I just go from the 10 game mark to the scoring record?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that if you want to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell everyone LeBron's box score for anyone who doesn't know. So during this time frame, I'm just information meaning TikTok clips. Just be patient. So this is a 34 game stretch where LeBron James averaged 31.7 points, 8.4 rebounds, 7 assists on 52, 34, 78 splits.
And you telling me it's 11 niggas better than that?
Yes.
That's a lot of stats.
Daddy. You would take.
Is that half a season?
We're not generalizing.
That's like almost half.
He
the
averaged
season,
he averaged
bro.
32, 8, and 7 on 50, 34,
32,
78.
8 and 7. Okay.
Did anyone actually watch these games though?
I'm fine with that. I mean,
What
LeBron.
was the record?
James
What was the record,
incredible,
Mark?
but
What was the record?
I just think the NBA is a little bit talent. That's what I think it is. But.
They were 19 and 15.
19, 15, 4 games over 500. Okay.
And some of that time was with AD hurt. This was also the pre-All-Star trades and everything. So this is when Patrick Beverly and Juan Toscano went. Bro, it's not 11
GMPs, but it's fine.
It's not 11 people. It's not 11 basketball players better than that.
So you don't think Dame performed at that level?
Wait, hold on. Real talk. I just want, because the highest that I could allow him to go for me is 8. So just tell me the names you have a problem with.
Kevin Durant is not better than LeBron James.
Bro, your ass.
Damian Lillard is not better than LeBron James.
Explain KD first.
Shea Alexander.
Afterwards. You guys don't know how content works. You say the names and then you explain. You don't say explain. That's not how it works. We'll say the names and then we'll ask questions.
KD, Dame, who else?
Content creation, guys. Come on, keep up.
Shea is not better than LeBron.
I didn't say
What he said, Shea?
Oh, I thought you said Shea. Say your list. Say your list again.
Okay, this is in order. Yo.
The other two people are D-Book and Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler's not better than LeBron James. Jimmy Butler's not better than LeBron James.
Okay.
Real talk, you think Joel Embiid's better than LeBron?
Okay,
Joel
sorry
Embiid
about
is not
that.
better than a healthy LeBron James.
Okay,
I had my
I'm
grandpa
to
walk
officially
in.
exit out this conversation.
So
There's no
Jokic
Had
and
my grandpa
so
walk in. Sorry,
Jokic,
everybody.
Luka, and Curry are definitely.
So real talk. My list in order is Jokic, Giannis, Curry, Luka, Embiid, AD, Kawhi, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler. Tell me the problems you have. Tell me the names you have a problem with. And I'll try to explain. Because I think you can argue.
Some of y'all about to hate me. Some of y'all about to hate me right now, bro. I promise some of y'all about to hate me right now. But healthy?
No, your ass just fake.
Yeah,
please tell me. Please tell me. Okay. No. Please tell me why Luka's better than a healthy LeBron James.
I knew he was gonna say Luka.
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Because at this point, I think Luka Doncic at this point is just a better playmaker than LeBron James. I think he's a much better passer. Not much better. He's a better
We're
passer.
having a conversation.
Luka
LeBron
on all three
James
levels
versus Luka in 2023.
I don't even know why I had to explain it. I think he's just a straight better offensive
Did
player.
Luka make the playoffs this year?
Oh
my god!
Oh my
Did
god!
Did he?
No, he didn't make the playoffs.
The only reason why the Lakers made the playoffs is because of AD, not LeBron. He wasn't even playing at the end of the game. So,
but they were 19 and 15 in that stretch.
Mars, no.
He also carried. No, stop. Stop. So he also carried when AD wasn't playing as well. So they both carried.
Okay,
you know what? AD and LeBron are both top 4 players in the league in Real Talks world. That's just me.
I didn't say it was the top 4.
Real talk. I just want to understand. So you said LeBron, when healthy, is about 7 or 8 in the league right now. Where do you have Luka?
Where do you have AD?
You know, Mars. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to downplay where I actually have healthy LeBron. That's really what I was doing when I said 7 or 8.
The top 5. I knew it.
Hey, real talk.
Tell me why LeBron is so high. Tell me why you have healthy LeBron so high. Because I don't have a problem with like 8.
We need to know how high he has him.
We don't even know.
So right,
like number 5.
Who's better than LeBron?
So right now in the league, okay. So we go Jokic, Giannis, Steph.
We know you want to do it. Do it.
Do it. Go ahead.
AD.
And then who's 5?
He probably has LeBron at 5.
It would have to be, right? He's better than Embiid.
Because he has him over KD. He has him over Embiid.
Real talk. Stop stalling. Say his name.
It's Tatum.
He has AD 4, Bron 5. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all, bro. Healthy Bron is still top 5. I'm on that,
If they
bro.
don't win this year with 2 top 10 players, if they don't win
top 5 players, they have no excuse, bro.
Would that be considered overrated?
Absolutely
LeBron
no
putting them at
excuses.
top?
I mean, if LeBron is still top 5, he's the GOAT. So, I mean,
No, I got a question. Real talk. Forget about games played.
Real talk. Is LeBron the GOAT?
I've been admitted this. That was.
I didn't know that. I haven't been here in a while. Okay. So
Real talk. Your health was better at LeBron.
But real talk. Why is he top 5? Why is LeBron top 5?
Why is LeBron top 5 when healthy?
Yeah, when healthy. Why is he
he's still one of the best playmakers in the game. He's still getting to the rim and finishing in the paint at historically great levels.
Historically great?
When he's healthy, Mars. When he's healthy, this is when you know LeBron isn't healthy. When he's like missing chip ins at the rim, you like, oh yes. But he's still one of the better passers in the league. When the reason the separator to me from Luka is when LeBron is like that, he's still at least a good team defender. I can't.
How consistently is he locked in?
Playoff time, like this playoff run, he was still good.
In the playoff. Yeah, he wasn't healthy. That's not healthy LeBron.
But he was good defensively.
You can't use unhealthy LeBron. That doesn't help. That's not.
I mean, LeBron was good.
Still a good team defender,
but he wasn't healthy in the playoffs. So I mean,
we're nah. There's no way you use unhealthy LeBron,
as
but not discredit him at the same time. That is crazy, bro. Come on.
He
now.
wasn't healthy in the playoffs, so I mean, like, if
Okay,
you want
then
to go
we're
down,
not
just
using
get
any
healthy or not.
LeBron footage, and none.
Peak
I mean, if you're
LeBron
only
is not
strictly
playing.
using like that LeBron crazy ass stretch he had, like I think it was like either the beginning or like midway towards the end when he had like scoring titles, because I think LeBron became unhealthy and wasn't healthy again since the Mavericks injury. That's when I think his health started to cut off. I could clearly tell he didn't come back ready, or he came back a little early. Played through that in the playoffs, which is why he had less responsibility in the playoffs. But I
Can
just don't think.
somebody explain? Can y'all explain to me why Kevin Durant's better though?
Because Kevin Durant at this point in his career is a better defender than LeBron James. I think he's better on help side, better rim protection.
A better scorer.
He is a better scorer, and even on the other aspects of the game offensively. I feel like because LeBron James is asked to do so much with the ball offensively. I think Kevin Durant, what he's asked to do, which is just be a high volume scorer, really good at being able to move off the ball, really good floor spacer. I think even though you could argue that LeBron is probably still a better offensive player due to the playmaking and passing, I think the gap defensively.
Can you make that argument?
Well, you can make the argument.
I'm trying to be like real. I disagree. I disagree. I think KD's better on both sides of the ball. But even if you want to go down that argument, I just think KD at this point brings more two-way value. And it's
you think Kevin Durant's a better offensive player than LeBron James right now?
Yeah, bro.
Yes,
just
because LeBron James has completely lost it from the 3-point line almost. Doesn't get to the rim as easy.
Have you seen Kevin Durant?
He's never been a great shooter.
Yes,
never been a great shooter though.
Yes,
he's never been a great shooter.
I'm sorry. These playoff series are they're sticking to my craw. I'm sorry, bro. Kevin Durant has not been impressive in the last.
I have to ask. What do you guys think Kevin
really
Durant did in the playoffs?
On some players. KD is the most disrespected player by far.
I'm just curious. What do you guys think Kevin Durant did in the playoffs? You guys acting like he just played like he did against Boston. Like he played very good in the playoffs.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, just like all perimeter shooters throughout the NBA, throughout the history of the NBA, just like every last one of them. Kevin Durant will have
from the field and averaged 29 in the playoffs. But you are some people you'd swear he shot 40% from the field and averaged 22 points a game.
Kevin Durant.
Just because he didn't shoot 55% like he did in the regular season doesn't mean he just fell off a cliff. Like
I think people just Mars. I think people just they look at the efficiency and they realize, oh, he dropped. When you don't realize,
efficiency's overrated.
Mostly everybody.
Percentage 1 out of 20 shots.
Like if KD shot.
Kevin Durant was 69% true. No, that was Devin Booker. Kevin Durant was 60% true shooting in the playoffs.
I know he was still good.
He was good against. He was solid against. He was solid against the Clippers, who didn't have anybody to guard him because Kawhi and PG were out. And then he was all right. At best, in my opinion, against the Nuggets.
He shot 45% from the field against the Nuggets and shot 22% from three. 22% from three, we get it. Inexcusable for Kevin Durant. You don't shoot 22% from three. 45% from the field, 29.5 points a game, getting to the line as well as he did, 88% from the free throw line. We need to stop acting like he just played bad.
He didn't play bad.
88% from the free throw line.
He didn't play bad. Real quick, I do have a question for you.
Depending on what you value, you could still argue Kevin Durant played better in the playoffs than LeBron James did. But once again, LeBron James was hurt. But so we're gonna if I make the argument, we're just gonna LeBron wasn't fully healthy. That's why it doesn't matter. But to like Kevin Durant just didn't play well in the playoffs is weird to me because he played well, in my opinion.
He's become the most overhated
player. He was all right to me. To me, he was okay. He was straight.
Kevin Durant has such high standards that what he did in the playoffs is considered.
I swear, if you just erase the name Kevin Durant and we just presented these numbers to like just a random person.
If you watch the game,
if Jimmy Butler did what Kevin Durant did in the playoffs, they'd be calling him a top 5 player. But it's cool.
But he would.
I wouldn't be doing
that. That's what I'm saying. The theys know who they are.
Real talk. I do got a question for you. So, with everything you're saying regarding LeBron, if healthy, everything after the injury and him coming back, all of that thrown out the window, he just wasn't healthy. So, if this year he plays at the same level he was playing in the playoffs, are we done with the LeBron not healthy conversation, or is he hurt the entire year?
I think LeBron.
No, if he comes back and there's no reporting or anything of an injury and he plays like he did last year, then it'll be time to have, a conversation. But like that from the stretch Mars read off when I don't know how many players were in the league, got to that level and played at that level for
I mean, we can find a stretch of
substantial
Dame
amount of
Lillard
time.
averaging. We can find a stretch of Dame averaging like 37.
Yeah,
For
Dame was going
34
crazy.
games?
Let me see how many games I can.
Pretty sure Kevin Durant was
You guys keep talking while I.
And then obviously,
With the rebounds and assists, with the rebounds and
Definitely
assists,
the assists, definitely
and the playmaking,
and if LeBron James rebounds are moving you in 2023, you're lying to yourself.
I'm not gonna lie, Kevin Durant
and the floor raising Mars. Because again, we were what?
And the floor raising. Have you seen Portland's team? Yes.
Listen, what was Portland's record this year?
KD was like,
they shut him down.
I know they shut him down, but even when he was playing, how good was it? Go to the 35.
I got you.
Okay.
46 game stretch. That enough for you? 46 games?
Yeah.
More than the
34?
34 points a game.
Okay.
34 points a game. 4.9 rebounds. 7.4 assists on 47, 38, 92 splits. And that's on 12 threes a game. 12
That's
threes
pretty
a game.
incredible.
What's the record? What's the record? Do you have that?
Well, now I have to do some.
The team was
you guys
bad,
keep talking
though. I don't
about
know why.
Yeah, what was their record?
Wait, what are we
It's probably a
arguing?
game or
with, like,
two below 500 because they
being nasty. That's what
like the
we're
last
doing.
20 games. The last.
I mean, the whole
games
thing
is
is
tank.
KD
So, I mean,
versus LeBron. I could see like LeBron being a better offensive player.
I can't.
Scoring wise,
I believe that they were below
like
500,
even,
but I'm doing the mathematics
making
right now. So
passes.
bear with me.
That doesn't mean anything, though. I don't think that really means anything. But.
They
It
were.
means LeBron was doing more floor raising. What are we talking about?
I believe they were 19 and 27. I believe.
Facts. 8 games below 500. Thank you. I rest my case.
The Lakers
With that
were
Portland team, with that Portland team.
Bro, Bron was playing with Patrick Beverly and Kendrick Nunn.
Stop
And
naming the worst people, bro.
Yeah,
nigga, that was the team. They were starting. What are you talking about?
Damian Lillard was playing with Kevin Knox.
Jeremy Grant is damn near better than anybody that we had at that time.
Like, we could just all name the worst players on the team. Like, he was playing with Gary Payton, who couldn't even move.
Patrick Beverly was starting at the time.
How did Gary Payton feel important? I didn't really watch.
Russell Westbrook was also playing a lot of
At
minutes.
least Pat Beverly had some value.
Did he actually play? I don't think he played. Maybe
he played
like
a
few games, but
he played like 10 games.
Oh,
so he just was never healthy. That's what
Yusuf Nurkic only played 50 games last season. Jeremy Grant played 63. Josh Hart played 51. They traded him. Drew Eubanks was his starting big. Drew Eubanks moving you?
He's a good bench player.
Real talk, is he moving you?
He's a good bench big man. I don't know about
Let's go. You want to go roster for roster? Do you want to go
roster for roster? Okay, let's go roster for roster. Let's go roster for roster.
At that time, come on.
Let's go roster for roster. So we got Dame, and you got who?
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
Who else on the team? Simons.
Yeah, Dame, Simons, Josh Hart,
Shaden Sharp.
Shaden Sharp was barely getting minutes at the start of the season. Yeah, Shaden Sharp. Jeremy Grant, Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah.
Trendon Watford, Justice Winslow.
Nasir Little.
These guys. Nasir Little, Kevin Knox.
Yeah.
Jabari Walker.
Keon Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Keon Johnson was a bit part player. Yeah, Keon Johnson. These guys moving.
Yep.
These guys moving.
What about the Lakers roster?
I want to go to the Lakers roster at that time. That's what I want to go to.
The Lakers roster was bad.
Let's go to the Lakers roster at that time.
Okay, let's talk about the Lakers roster.
Outside of Westbrook and AD, it was pretty bad.
You got Troy Brown Jr., right? Dennis
y'all
Schroeder,
praised him.
Lonnie Walker, Patrick Beverly, Thomas Bryant. Remember the Thomas Bryant talks when AD was out and he was putting up 30? You guys remember the Thomas
because
Bryant
of
talks?
LeBron.
Walker, they love
remember those talks? I remember those talks.
Because of LeBron and Russ.
Yeah. You had terrorist Kendrick Nunn. You had terrorist Kendrick Nunn. JTA.
when
JTA.
Matt Ryan was getting minutes for you guys. I remember that.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan was playing National Basketball Associated.
When Gabriel was on your team, Anthony Davis was on your team.
Okay.
Who else was on your team?
That's better than
Austin Reeves was there. Austin Reeves was there. I mean,
Maybe.
Anthony Davis just clears anything Damian Lillard does.
Everything,
by
everything
far.
on the trail.
Austin Reeves also does a lot. Like he clears a lot of players on that Portland team as well.
Like I'm fine with you saying Patrick Beverly wasn't good and JTA wasn't good. Kendrick Nunn was bad for you guys. I'm fine with that, but your team wasn't very good, and I just realized we have to end the show.
I just want
yeah, the team was trash.
We have to end the show. This was a very good debate, but shout out to Irvin K for the super chats. Marquivion Black said KD led in boards and Book led everything else, and the Suns lost. Alan R said, "Oh yeah, L Dub and El Mars for being British. Thank you very much."
Damn.
But we have to end the show. We will be back on Thursday. So see you guys on Thursday for Open Gym Part 2.